So what is happening is we are LSF. We are Stanz's version of S3K. We're the Leeching Stance Frogs. And every Thursday we do a podcast. And normally we do it at like 3 a.m. for the Brits. But since Modcast is at like 3 a.m. for me anyway, we were like, fuck it. What if the Brits got in a normal podcasting time? And I was the one who had to stay up late. So here we are. We're going to run our podcast. And we might not interact with chat as much as we normally do because we are going to clip this and put it on our YouTube. But still feel free to talk and do whatever you guys want. You guys will be here on the side. And we're just here to have a good podcasting time. We have some fire topics. We've got a fire tier list planned up for you guys because one of the novelties of the LSF podcast, should you decide to watch, is that we do a tier list every week, which makes for a piss poor audio experience. But man, if it's not a fire video podcast.
Can't check us out on Spotify. Because no one would watch it, so we're not putting it up there.
Yeah. Let me grab our...
Keep believing audio listeners, that's all I'm saying.
If you guys are interested.
Audio listeners, more like audio pissners, that's what I'm saying.
Yo. Based.
While you're doing that intro, I drank almost 2 liters of water.
I saw. The man was Badlands chugs out here.
It's kind of based, girly. Let's be honest. If you're at home, hydrate. Have a drink of water.
So here's the LSF link tree. If you guys want to follow each of us, follow the YouTube, follow the Twitter, all that stuff. We have a Discord. Join our Discord. It's very cool, very well set up. Shout out Paul. And yeah, so after this little preamble, I think we are going to get in it.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll also find all of our links down below.
Yo.
It does mean a lot if you like and comment, and I'm getting this in the first few minutes rather than at the end of the video this time.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Alrighty. So,
as you can see, chat, our first topic is the goals, because as much as this is the LSF podcast, it is still Evan's live stream, and we still want to hit these goals and get to 20k.
True. I really want to get the timer back up above 100. That is my goal. I think that would be very pog. I also realized I forgot to refresh the timer. So refresh cache of current page. All right, bet.
It's all good.
So hopefully, high effort content. Exactly, Future. We got the LSF podcast, baby.
Look at this. We got an overlay and everything.
Yeah, we're such an official podcast. Actually, before we do this, I want to run a fucking thing. I'm gonna do a test donation real quick. To see if the loot box is working.
Whilst he's doing a test donation, you could actually do a real donation.
Don't actually do a real donation if it's not working, because I don't want you to not get your time added.
In a minute, when we confirm it's working.
Notice he says, "Don't donate the cake." Someone.
What would you say the opposite of save the children is?
Kill the
that's
children?
kind of what Z is representing right here. Whoa!
I don't want to know.
I answered that before you said that's what Z's representing here, and I hate that. I've been debated.
I think told them not to talk about that anymore, Lanigal.
Don't act like you do talk about that on the regular. That's just as bad as talking about it.
Alright. Poggies.
Yeah, as he said.
Yo, loot box is working.
Yo,
Let's go.
Easy.
Go.
Yeah, I do need to reposition the timer.
It's a little.
Jesus.
Excuse me.
I
Look how
like
much of me
it.
this get covered up.
Alright, fine. We can have it. We can have it here.
If you don't want to see,
we can just do it right here. What the fuck? I'm done with shit.
Yeah,
we could just have it right there. All right.
If you want, you can donate to stop looking at my face, chat.
Or you can choose who you want to not look at.
Part of the experience.
Give me a 3 in chat if you. You're like chicken sandwich.
If you want to look at Z, type in 1. If you want to look at Lanny, you'll type in 2.
No, Kelly, lose this because everyone's going to type 3.
If you want to look at Cody, type in 3. If you want to look at me, type in 4.
All right. But yeah, so as we are the Leeching Stance Frogs, we do have a mandatory Stanz segment where we talk about our Stanz news of the week. And our Stanz news is that Stanz got fucking COVID. Get fucked, nerd.
Stanz is no longer alive from COVID.
Yeah,
Rest
also,
in peace,
to quote him-
Stanz.
Yeah, to quote him yesterday, he said, "It is the worst thing that I've ever experienced."
It's the worst thing since sliced bread. Actual quote.
Yeah, and he got it after vaccine, and as someone who's had it pre-vaccine and post-vaccine, I can confirm that before the vaccine it was much fucking worse. Holy shit! And my favorite thing is that people have this opinion that when you get it, you're like super immune or whatever, so you can't get it one time for the one time. But no, you can get it again, and it doesn't mean that you're like more immune. It's just not how that works. Otherwise, you wouldn't get the flu jab every fucking year.
True.
It's basically the same thing. So the moral of the story is, Stan's cringe.
Well, yeah, well, it does
He
come
got
off. Yeah, because
vaccine. Be a real gamer. Get a pre-vaccine.
yeah, but the thing is that he actually because he recently went to Mexico,
Mm.
and then on his return from Mexico had to get a test so he could return to the US. But like in the video that he's done, you can he even talks about it that like the test is like super like not legit. Like they literally like take the test, 5 seconds later hand him like an envelope from a pile of envelopes that say you clear. So and then he gets then him and Rochelle get COVID like a few like days later and like but like get positive tests a few days later, which is like a very big proof that that is not good.
Yeah.
It's like, did you ever see whenever Tottenham got a new football stadium and they got the new staff in, the new security, and there's the video of the guy just going, like he just like doesn't even put the
Oh
glove on, he
yeah,
just goes,
yeah.
and just lets them in. He doesn't even touch them. He just
Yeah,
rubs
it's like
his hand down their coat
yeah.
and just goes in.
Yeah, so like for like rather than for like check like doing like proper security checks and like patting people down on the way in, he literally just slides his arms down their sides.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then just like
mad.
sent them in. There's a video of the guy doing it, and he just like
Yeah.
his run through rate is crazy. He's getting a lot of people in pretty quick.
That's actually worse, I'll say. Getting a lot of people in and not security checking them is worse than being slow at security checking them.
No. He's not efficient. He's just good.
Well, to be fair, it's not American, so you don't have to worry about like just like mass shootings every time.
Yeah, but they might have a butter
You
knife.
have to worry about getting shanked up with your butter.
True, they do be doing a lot of fucking knife violence in the UK.
Yeah, because well, like,
That's
it's
the
like,
alternative.
yeah, it's kind of like them going like, "Yo, crazy, you have so many knife problems." Like, yeah, but because there is no guns.
Yeah, I would much rather have knife problems than gun problems. Knives can deal considerably less damage in an amount of time.
Well, I don't know. In Call of Duty, it takes a few bullets, but one knife hit did kill them instantly. Like, if we're going off that logic, like, you know what I mean?
I mean, going off that logic, you still have to get close to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it was still a one shot though.
It's much harder to clear out a classroom with a knife than it would be a gun.
Not by Call of Duty.
All right. I don't think we need to go too far down. Let's not mathematically figure out how long it'd take to kill a class full of kids with a knife. I don't feel like this is the way the podcast should go.
So welcome into the LSF Podcast, everyone. This is where the video's starting.
Yeah, funny that it's starting like 20 minutes into this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Lion Eagle. This is Curly. Yeah, this is nice to see you. Welcome.
Welcome. But yeah. But with Stanz being out with COVID, thankfully, a hero was able to rise up to the plate, and Rochelle came in and she did a fantastic stream on the Stanz channel because she is a Stanz. And I did not watch it, so I need you guys to please carry this section of the topic.
It was great.
Yeah, so she did a classic like Stan stream, like a bit of sap. She did a little bit of reacting, and then she looked for another game, preferably one that was because she was doing it in support of Pride Month. So she was looking for one either developed by people in the community or games like revolving around the LGBT plus community. And then she ended up playing Yankat.
Yeah, it was mad. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Was it like the Nyan Cat game where you flip up and down and you have to like get in the toaster and like shoot you off, or is there a different Nyan Cat game?
I think so, but I think we ever saw a toaster.
Was she that bad?
She also did watch the Life is Strange trailer and was like, "Holy shit! Can't wait for 2015 to play this game."
Yeah, I'll say that The Last of Us looks bad now compared to like the new Last of Us games. No, not Last of Us.
Life is Strange.
That's
Yeah, I heard Life is Strange 1 was cool, and then a lot of people didn't like Life is Strange 2.
Is that right?
That is what I've gotten from public opinion.
I've not played any of them.
The medium, so
The new one is like True Colors, and I think there were complaints that it's like the powers are just like I have the ability to empathize with people. Like it wasn't very
Yeah, which
special.
some people need that
I am
ability.
an empath.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came from like it being like one person could turn back time because it was convenient for gameplay, and it meant you didn't have to reload every time. To like everyone getting like niche fucking abilities. Like
Right.
it just had that effect where they were like, where do we go from here? Let's just fucking make it semi supernatural, and then it like most people went, I can't be arsed with this anymore.
You were talking
So
about
it's kinda
super
like-
niche powers. Is it similar to JoJo where it's like I get super strength on Thursdays when it's raining?
This is not actually that niche. Don't even talk to me.
Is it? It's just super strength on Thursdays. Come on, Z. It's not
Yeah.
both.
That's when the episodes get released. That's when I have super strength. But yeah, the stream was really good, and then she spent like about half an hour, like an hour talking about like coming out and stuff like that because Pride.
Yeah, she did do a lot of like good talking about that sort of thing.
Yeah, and then people in chat were all like, there was one person in chat who was like, I got kicked out of my house for like being trans and vaxxed. I was like, that's fucking crazy.
Was that the same person who hopped in yesterday? Because me and Lion Eagle talked to
Yeah,
someone who had that as well.
that person hopped in Evan's chat. He said the same thing.
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
what a weird situation to be in. Like,
Yeah, I can't imagine being that bigoted and closed-minded and just like not supporting your kids.
It's actually
That's
like
sad.
like as much as I hate all of that, the Vax one just seems so weird. Like
yeah, only super spreaders in this house.
yeah.
If you're not super spreading, get the fuck out.
To be fair, I am the inverse. Like, I have a couple of family members that refuse to get vaxxed, and I just don't hang out with them. I was like, I do not support your doing this, and I'm not going to go out in public with you while you are a bioweapon. Or a biohazard, I should say. They're not a weapon.
Bioweapon.
Sorry.
China coming over. New bioweapon just dropped.
Yeah, paid actor to go spread the COVID.
New bioweapon just dropped, kids. Get in. Notice a C family member. I'm surprised that's not a conspiracy theory that like that Americans made up to hate about Chinese immigrants. That they were actually bioweapons. Have I started one? I'm sorry. Have I done this?
Let's go.
Have I just made up this conspiracy theory?
I can't wait till this podcast gets cited in conspiracy theories. It's like they knew all along.
Fantastic, yeah.
This is what LSF gets known for.
Yeah. Well,
Weird. Why's the LSF channel disappeared?
Chinese.
but then the even funnier than the Rochelle stream was afterwards she decided to raid Kip. And because Kip got the Stanz raid. Wait, what?
I just said it was so funny.
Yeah,
Just,
he decided to rate Kip, and Kip had never played SAP before, so they like downloaded SAP and then booted up the game, and then in the tutorial, first possible shop in the entire game gets a sloth.
Literally zero roll sloth.
So get
Yeah, I
absolutely
saw it.
fucked, Stans.
I saw that on Twitter, but I didn't know the context of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was Kip after the
Literally-
Stanz raid of Rochelle's stream.
Yeah,
And just
literally
literally,
first time ever playing the game. Crazy.
imagine it was a first time playing, first opportunity sloth 10 win.
That'd be insane.
Um,
I assume they didn't get the 10 win.
I don't think they did. I didn't actually watch the full run. Because it was like super late anyway when that happened.
For anyone who doesn't know, Stan basically spent about 80 hours trying to get one and didn't.
Yeah, he streamed for like 4 days and didn't get a sloth.
Yeah.
And someone literally like fucking negative timed it. Like
Yeah.
actual record speed run sloth.
Stans
Yeah,
really do
yeah,
be the unluckiest motherfucker.
Yes, Stanz has definitely got like over 400 hours in SAP
Mhm.
and hasn't got it.
He's convinced his game is bugged, and he's like physically unable to roll a sloth.
Honestly, I'm kind of with him. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
there must be something. 400 hours and not getting one is just insane.
The IP lock, yeah. They got
But-
his IP address and went, no.
Something that's insane to think about, like how that person got the 1 in 10,000 sloth. It's similar to like shiny odds in Pokemon are like 1 in 8,000 or whatever, 8,600. You get it.
Yeah.
There are kids that have, because like more than 8,000 people have played the game. There are kids that have bought a Pokemon game and booted it up for the first time ever and had a shiny starter and probably didn't even realize.
If- Well, for a lot of them, they wouldn't realize because half of the starters don't look very different.
Yeah.
But yeah, just imagine like you'd like don't look at any of the press for the game and stuff, and then you just like you think that everyone else is a shiny or something.
Mm.
Yeah, I remember whenever I got Pokemon Emerald, I started like a new playthrough. Like I do the thing where you would start one, but you wouldn't delete your old save because
Yeah.
you didn't want to lose your save.
Oh
if
right,
you
yeah,
start
yeah.
one. And before I went up to do the first rival fight. You know, like in the route,
Mm.
literally
Yeah.
shiny Poochyena first encounter, and I was like, oh, I ain't got balls.
Come on. That's so unfortunate.
I ain't
That's
got no
so funny.
balls. I just had to like kill it, and I was like, oh, oh.
What was your first ever shiny, Curly?
Zubat.
Zubat, hell yeah.
In fucking Lunar Falls, whatever the hell it's called, or Meteor
Mount
Falls.
Moon? Or Meteor Falls. Oh, so you got yours in Emerald?
Yeah.
Line Eagle was your first ever shiny?
Well, it depends. I assume we're not talking like promotional gift shiny.
Correct.
Because my first promotional gift shiny was the shiny Beldum from Gen 6.
But was that like the first ever shiny you ever got was in Gen 6?
Well, that one technically, yeah. But the
Okay.
first shiny I ever got from actual like shiny hunting means, because I've never had like a random full art shiny. Still,
Really?
yeah, never had a full art.
You got that Stanz sloth luck.
I shiny hunted with almost full odds. Accidentally got a because I was doing well. I guess it was partial odds because I had my full dex, so I had the shiny charm. But oh no, sorry, I didn't have my full dex, but for some reason it wasn't full odds. I can't remember why.
Sure.
But I was breeding to get all of my full decks, and then while doing it, I got a shiny Slurpuff. Was it Slurpuff? Is that who it was? I can't remember now.
That's so hype. Actually, I love Slurpuff.
What?
Yeah. Fucking, that was like what my main thing, because I just love the fact that it gets Belly Drum and Drain Punch. So you can like Belly Drum, play rough, Drain Punch, and just fucking wreck people.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, my first shiny Pokemon is one that I don't really care about, but actually, I think it's quite cool because it changes it from like being like strawberry to chocolate.
Yeah, I like
It actually
that
has
as well.
it actually has like a cool shiny, but like its reasoning. So I was like, at first I was like, oh, that's such a lame Pokemon to get as my first shiny, but then I was like, actually, it's a cool shiny, so I don't mind.
Jody, do you have a first shiny story?
I had a pair of shiny shoes once.
Let's go. Yeah, I know you're not a big Pokemon person. That's why
I want to be, but I don't know.
She wants to be the very best, chat.
I think my brother is massive like into Pokemon. So there's like loads of games. I've got like old DS games and stuff. I just never played them, but I might, you know.
One day.
There's always a chance.
One day.
The Noisy Jody Pokemon streams, imagine.
Oh my god.
It's really weird to introduce someone to it, because like in my head everyone's played it. Do you know what I mean?
I've got an idea. The thing is, I used to play. The only Pokemon I've played is like the card games. I used to play the card games all the time, but that's it.
Which is mad because it's like, because no one really plays the card game.
It's
Yeah.
the second most popular TCG.
Yeah, but like.
Yeah, but a lot of people
But,
just
like,
collect.
in
them.
the UK, being the most popular TCG means that no one plays you. To be honest.
Yeah.
So.
That's how I was saying. There's the
Yeah.
Magic scene is gigantic, and then the Pokemon scene is fairly large. Like, I just don't like the Pokemon game because the game is literally solitaire. Like, there is no interaction with your opponent. It is you do your turn, your opponent does their turn. It's literally solitaire. I'm not a fan of it.
I love solitaire.
I might be completely wrong, but like I wouldn't surprise me if Magic actually isn't the biggest in the UK.
Oh, in the UK. Okay. I'm talking about globally for what it's worth. Magic is the biggest globally.
Globally 100%. I know it's huge in America.
Yeah.
Man, it'd be Match Attack, man.
Match Attack, yeah. No, it's Top Trumps.
Yeah.
Top Trumps is the
Yeah.
Top Trumps and Match Attack, then Yu-Gi-Oh, then Pokemon, then
the Panini sticker albums count.
oh yeah, yeah. You laugh, but as a grown adult, now that I have money, whenever the World Cup's Community Sticker album came out for the last World Cup, me and my friends genuinely committed.
That's
Like,
fair.
We're adults.
Yeah, whenever the Panini sticker album comes out, I want to genuinely commit as well.
Yeah, it's like we can afford stickers now.
We can afford stickers.
That is what being an adult about.
I remember when I was young, I had the Disney Dinosaur Panini sticker album and had quite a lot of those.
Yo,
That was the one I had.
Arthur? Is it a
What do you
franchise?
mean? No, there's only one Disney dinosaur. Well, there's a lot of dinosaurs in the film, but there's only one film.
Oh, I didn't know there was a movie
Yeah.
called Dinosaurs.
Just called Dinosaur, yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, the Disney dinosaur movie. It was really weird. They were like claymation, like hyper realistic. And it starts off with just a fucking meteor shower and a bunch of people fucking dying off rip. I was like, damn, what a grim Disney movie.
Yeah, the only thing I remember about like in terms of like kids dinosaurs is Land Before Time.
I love
Yeah.
Land Before Time.
Yeah.
Littlefoot.
I can't remember what it was, but I saw it like a conspiracy, like a media theory thing that was like that Dinosaur is a prequel to something else. But I can't remember what it was
It's
now.
to Ice Age.
Nah.
But you see, in the third one, there's dinosaurs. So clearly, ipso facto, it sets up the Ice Age extended universe.
Yeah.
God, what fucking shitty... Oh, no, hold on. First, I need to talk about my first shiny. I got a fucking Loudred on Victory Road in Emerald. Talk about a shit fucking first shiny. I literally would rather have had the Zubat, because Crobat's Pog, at least.
Yeah, no, but when I was a kid, I was like,
Yeah.
Zubat, Eewee.
I feel like as a kid, I just didn't know how to evolve Golbat. Because, like, it's through friendship, but...
yeah, but you really just need to use it.
Yeah. And, like, when Pokemon faint, their friendship goes down. So I just feel like I was, like, killing my Zubat all the time, and it just never evolved with friendship.
It's like the largest shiny is...
It's, like, pink instead of purple.
Yeah, it's nothing. Like, you could barely even tell.
Yeah. Literally, if it hadn't done, like, the little star animation that it does when you get a shiny, I don't think I would have recognized that it was a shiny.
Oh, I don't like that.
Okay, the dinosaur movie is in this like theory thing is a prequel to a book called The Lost World. So.
Ah, okay. It's a prequel to The Great Glass Elevator. That's insane.
Yeah.
Not only is time a flat circle. What's up?
It was somehow in the 102 Dalmatians. No, or whatever the fuck it was called sequel.
The Starlight Barkin.
Yeah, Starlight Barkin. Whoa.
Yeah, not only is time a flat circle, but all media is a flat circle. All roads lead to the Great Glass Elevator.
I'm sweeping you guys. Read the rule.
But no, so what really shitty movie deserves like an MCU level extended universe? Because obviously we need the Great Glass Elevator extended universe.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Oh my god, could you imagine if they made a Roald Dahl like connected universe?
Roald Dahl MCU.
The Roald Dahl CU would actually be hype.
They all meet up at the Jam Page.
That's actually why they're rebooting Matilda, is to kick off the Roald Dahl extended universe.
Yeah, I'd actually be down for like a Roald Dahl extended universe, as long as there's like no like major contradictions. But I don't think there are.
High extreme math debater.
God damn it, Curly! I was literally typing out no smile in chat.
Yeah, still type it out. Because you didn't read it out.
The Roald Dahl works aren't connected.
You tell me
Maybe
the
they
Roald Dahl works aren't
are.
connected. I mean, not necessarily yes or not necessarily no. I don't think. I don't think they have any overlap, but I also don't.
No.
think
All
there's
right,
anything
so
in the
next podcast we are going
no.
to have all put in the work off stream to connect all of the Roald Dahl books together, and then
Nice.
we're gonna pitch the idea to Kevin Feige to run an extended universe for us.
Okay.
Easy.
On a different note, I've just seen an article. Netflix Roald Dahl universe would be a golden ticket to despair. Excuse me.
Oh god.
This person does not agree with us.
Oh, okay. No, Netflix has bought the rights, the cinematic rights to all the Roald Dahl.
Oh, it's actually happening. We actually just predicted
No
what is going
way.
to happen in the next like month.
Goddamn, we are some fucking trendsetters. I'll say it. Fucking Roald Dahl's been
But that's
popping off
weird,
because of us.
because that new Matilda is going to be a musical. So imagine a musical MCU. That's crazy.
Well, you already got Rogers the musical and Hawkeye.
How much do you think?
True,
How much
but
do you
like
think Netflix allegedly paid
For all of Roald Dahl?
Roald Dahl, $10.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be like fucking like $50. Real answer though, probably like $1 million or $2 million.
Any other
I'm
guesses?
gonna guess $3 million. I'm gonna guess 2,000,001.
God damn it! You son of a whore.
I
Jody,
think
you're gonna
it's
guess
more than
1,999,000.
I'm only guessed 2,003,000.
Oh no! I'm stuck with only 2 options now. I've been sandwiched.
Jody was the closest with
Let's
26
go.
million.
26?
Yo, they should go back and throw in $1 million for the fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, how come Netflix can spend 26 million on Roald Dahl properties, but won't spend a single dollar on helping children in this charity case? Kind of cringe. Netflix hates children. You've heard it here first.
Hashtag cancel Netflix.
One sec, sorry. I've just seen this guy writing the article says a shared Roald Dahl universe, a Dahliverse, if you will, a universe where BFG and Willy Wonka team up to take down the Twits.
Exactly.
No,
Wow.
yeah, but that is the thing though, because like obviously all the stories are not interconnected, so they would have to make new interconnected stories. What would
They
you,
could
what,
just do
what's-
like the Black Mirror
what Roald Dahl
approach.
team up do you want to see?
A universe where George's marvelous medicine is genetically fused with James's giant peach, so that so that fantastic Mr. Fox can squash the witches.
Yeah, which 2 characters from Roald Dahl books would you like to see interacting with each other? Like, which crossover are you there for?
I just want to see the Dalmatians manning the Great Glass Elevator, honestly.
The Dalmatians are not by Roald Dahl. I'm sorry to tell you this.
Are they not?
No.
Why the fuck were we talking about the Dalmatians on our Roald Dahl episode then?
No, because we're talking about sequels.
Oh, just
Also,
weird
it wasn't
sequels.
an episode. This was just a podcast, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Do times a flat circle. I have no fucking clue when we got on the Roald Dahl train.
Weirdly,
The LSF, like our LSF followers, are not aware of our like Roald Dahl, Starlight Barking escapades.
Because we just read off the Wikipedia articles for Starlight Barking in the Great Glass Elevator.
Let's run it back a third time. Who's reading it this time?
Jody, you got this.
All I can say is that one of my favorite Roald Dahl books was the Danny the Champion of the World, because of how fucking like normal it is compared to some of the other ones.
Yeah, I want to see your Trot get eaten by Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Like the whole thing was that like they wanted to get like pheasants or something, wasn't it? Like, but like his dad was just really, they were poor and they couldn't work out how to do it, and his dad was like depressed and had to get sleeping pills. And then he was like, "Yo, what if we give these to the birds?" ? And he was like, "Yo, poggers." And they did that and lived happily ever after. It also does start out with the sentence, "They live in a gypsy caravan," which definitely hasn't aged well.
Right, Curly, just from the way that you've described that, I need to come clean. I work for Netflix and I want to get you on board with the Roald Dahl, the Netflix adaptation of
My God.
Danny the Champion of the World.
Let's go.
Congratulations.
So
I'm gonna
the soul
modernize it.
writing.
They're gonna modernize it where he comes up with the first ever emotes.
You're off the team. Sorry, I misspoke. I meant poggers.
I meant poggers.
I didn't mean I'm part of Netflix. I meant poggers.
Yeah, I also have read a little bit about Roald Dahl. Apparently, he is cringe.
Yeah,
Roald Dahl as a person is cringe, but fortunately, dead? Question mark.
true.
Also from Wales.
Ooh,
Go.
Jody cringe.
No.
I can't believe you
you
personally
totally
know
get
Roald Dahl and endorse everything he's ever done because you're also from
No.
Wales.
That's Roald Dahl's biggest W.
It was being from Wales.
Wales.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Roald Dahl's
Born in
singular
Cardiff.
W was being from Wales.
Born in
Yeah.
Cardiff, so cringe.
Yeah,
Oh.
Roald Dahl died in.
I can take
New
the
Zealand.
L. Cardiff. Achavi. That's all I'm saying.
Shout out to Llandaff, Wales.
What?
Fucking Humegalol.
It's from a place. It says Llandaff, Cardiff. but
Llandaff.
It's 2 L's, so you have to go before you do it.
Llandaff,
So
yeah.
That's why he went to the cathedral school and
You're having a fucking land off, mate.
But I said
Llandaff,
two
yeah.
L's. 2 L's sound are like a W or something, or am I wrong? What is the noise?
No,
that
double
two
L
L's
is like slut.
CH, is it? Yeah, or yeah.
I'm sorry. It's like what?
Like
You
Llewellyn.
just hiss like a snake when you see 2 L's.
You actually
The
do.
reason I know is because like, isn't it like Clonethley is like has 2 L's
Yeah.
in it, or
Llanelli.
Yeah.
Shout out to Curly actually trying to learn and me and Lion Eagle just fucking riffing.
Well, I just know.
I
'cause
know
I
a lot of people will say it how Lion Eagle say it though, because my brother has like a bit of a lisp and he can't like pronounce it, so he says like "Planechli."
Yeah.
A little bit more aggressive. So
Wait, I'm putting something in podcast. Can you please say this word, this place? Because I've heard it before, but it's like
Llangollen,
yeah, Langolan.
Llangollen.
Oh, you mean Legoland?
Langolan.
So on a different note, he died in 1990. So he was born when or he died whenever Z was born.
I was
Yeah, actually,
96.
Z's-
Fuck off. I'm not that old.
Z's the reincarnation.
I am Roald Dahl too.
What's your birthday? 23rd of November, by any chance?
Yo? No, unfortunately, September 25th.
Crazy that it actually is.
Cringely, bro.
Wait, when was your birthday?
September 25th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
You're hoping it was some other time in September.
I don't know why I heard it as a different date in September.
Yo? Hassan, is that you? But yeah, no, I had my birthday during Task
2001.
Manager.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I did too, but I don't remember it. So
Yeah, that's why we all threw so that you could win.
True.
Just 'cause it was his birthday. Yeah.
Now something that was funny is on Grub Buds, we did the Hot Ones episode, and like one of the questions was like to name everyone's birthday at the table. And Joe got Owen and Truman's easy, and then he looked at me and I gave him a hint. I was like, I haven't had a birthday since I've been on the podcast. And then it became no one remembers when I joined the fucking podcast. I was like, wow, fake friends.
That's so funny.
Then I joined like mid-November. And so like there was only like 4 months they could have picked from, and they picked every
Yeah.
month but September. It's like, you guys are fucking shit.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm really bad with birthdays and dates in general.
I remember Curly had a birthday because we did something very funny about it. Like we had a funny Twitter interaction about it, but I don't remember
I don't remember.
when it was. But I remember that we had a good Twitter action about it.
It's the 25th of January.
Oh, it's like really close to my dad's
had-
actually.
I had my my Mario Kart birthday party that no one came to.
I was there.
Curly was there. Curly's a real one.
You weren't there because it didn't actually happen. It was just a tweet I made ages before my birthday.
Before-
Actually, self-report from Curly.
No, I was there.
oh, that's what you were talking. I don't know if you were talking about party bags or I was talking about party bags, but I remember it.
Wait, when were we talking about party bags?
Lanny
about the
remembers
Mario
your
Kart
birthday that we
birthday.
had? Wow.
Yeah, Jody was also
Maybe
there.
Lanny
I
was-
can't believe Light Eagle doesn't
Yeah.
remember.
Maybe me and Jody were just there.
Guys,
Yeah,
guys,
it was
did
a party.
guys, did you guys have my birthday party?
Yes, sorry, forgot to invite you.
Did you guys all buy Switches of Mario Kart and not invite me to my own birthday party?
That's kind of mad. Me and Jody played Mario Kart for like 5 hours.
Yeah, you should have been there.
Yeah, even Stan started playing and Ludwig came. And it's crazy.
Light Eagle starting off the story reminds me of like the Pop Pap made 26 cheeseburger for all of his grandkids and no one showed up. It's like Light Eagle set up 10 switches for his friends to play Mario Kart and no one showed up.
That's so sad. But so when is your birthday, Lion Eagle?
My birthday, it's in the 20th of May, so we've already had it this year, quite recently. Like only like
Yeah, sure. We
A
had
month
the
ago.
party, remember?
yeah.
Oh wait, I do remember.
Monkus.
Yeah. When's your birthday, Jody?
My birthday's the 28th of October.
October.
Mm,
That's
Oh,
high.
not too far away from Z's then.
hey,
Yeah.
Way.
And when's yours, Kelly? Did you actually just say?
Yeah, January
Yeah,
25th.
January.
God, imagine not knowing. Fucking L. Not a real Curly day one.
I knew Curly was like I knew you were just talking about like a conversation about it. I just didn't know that you just talked about it.
Yeah, it's a month after Christmas. That's how I always remember my own birthday.
Pog. Yeah, because like having your birthday on Christmas is cringe because like, you don't get like double the presents. But like with you being a month out, you get like presents, and then not that far later, you get presents again. You're like, let's go.
There was a guy who, well, I say a guy, he's like 12 now, who was lived down the street from me, who was born. on
Bless you,
Christmas
Jody.
Day,
Thank you.
and they called him Christian because he was born on Christmas Day.
Oh
Oh,
dear, that's kind of
Yeah.
cringe. I'll say it.
But no, the worst thing is I didn't realize.
Call him
it.
Jesus.
Right?
Come on, go big or go home. Call him Jesus.
Full sense.
Jesus too.
Jesus too.
The holy man has risen. What's his name? The savior, fucking big man, Big G.
Captain
Yeah.
Beanie, our savior.
Jesus. Jesus, do you mean? Do you mean Jesus Christ?
Mm.
Yo, imagine there's a
Why
Captain
don't you-
Jesus. He just has like the most Jesus memorabilia of
Captain
anyone.
Jesus.
There
I know
must be. If there's one for beans, there's one for Jesus.
That's true of all. Like that's like just a rule of life.
That's also the podcast title. If there's one for beans, there's one for Jesus.
That is true.
All I'm
Leave,
saying is-
leave beans for Jesus.
all I'm saying is the story from the Bible without the religious context would probably make a fire movie. That's all I'm saying.
You're the BCU.
Yeah, the BCU.
Bible Extended Universe. I'm honestly like legitimately surprised no one's created that yet.
Yeah. Even like a joke one that was
Wait,
like
what?
trained.
It's weird because religious media just fucking flops hard if it's not in a religious space. It's weird.
What are you talking
Or
about?
it's not like-
Fucking
or
God's
like
Not Dead
people
5
saying,
really
like-
fucking hit the algo.
It's not like Monty Python. That's quite
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
yeah, yeah. So
And the
good.
meaning of life has a lot of reference.
Yeah.
The Life of Brian is literally like
Oh yeah,
Oh.
true. Yeah,
the
also the
guy,
life of
the
Brian.
guy
the one that's-
born next to Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And also,
so good.
also the bit where the bit where Jesus dies in that one because he offers to carry the cross for someone else. Like, he's like, yeah, can I hold that for you for a second?
And then the guy just runs off.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Oh.
good.
That movie is good, but like a lot of it is not good. Like
Yeah.
Like
where-
there's a lot
where-
of those Monty Python stuff that will not have aged well, but like
Oh, no.
some of it that is just like amazing.
I only watched
Yeah.
it recently because my younger brother was staying at my house and he was like, "Oh, should we watch this?" I'm like, "Why do you want to watch the fucking Life of Brian?" But sure, let's watch it. So we sat and watched it. I just sat on my phone for most of it, chuckled at a few like, satire, but like that was about it.
I love the ending of Holy Grail and just how anticlimactic it is.
Yeah.
They just get
So
arrested.
they're like, yeah, they're just like on the way to their like final challenge. And they just get arrested.
I honestly I don't know much of Monty Python outside of Holy Grail. I will say I'm a fake fan.
Life of Brian is literally just like the like he was born in the stable next to Jesus, and like the disciples come and go, "Oh my God, it's Jesus" or whatever, and then he's like, "Oh wait, no, Mega lol," and then but basically
Yeah.
he lives like as if he is Jesus because people think he is Jesus a little bit,
Hmm.
and then I can't even remember how it ends.
Yeah, people start
basically-
thinking is well, it ends with him. I don't know why, but he ends up being like crucified next to Jesus.
Yeah, like he's one of the guys next to it. Basically, it's like he lives his whole life not being Jesus, but people think he's Jesus, and he gets like praised. He's like, "No, I'm not Jesus." They're all like, "Yo, buggy, Jesus."
Yo, it's Jesus, buggies.
Yeah. There's like, and then I don't know. There's like a weird like rebellion in the middle. I can't really remember exactly what happened, but like I wouldn't recommend it. I'd recommend
would?
watching a highlights video on YouTube. I wouldn't recommend watching the whole run.
Crazy. I recommend the whole thing.
I'll
Even
say.
though-
I think Meaning of Life is great though. I think that one's one you could watch all of still.
Yeah.
I haven't seen all of them to be fair. So
Meaning of Life is poggies. It's literally just like all the stages of life, but just as like comedy sketches.
fair.
I think it's worth watching them all, but it's kind of like a lot of some of the stuff did not age well, I will say.
Yeah, some of the stuff like some of the stuff did not age well, not even in like a sense of like it's no longer like politically correct, just in the sense of like
It's not
these
funny.
aren't that funny anymore. Like it's
Yeah.
not like
Damn.
yeah, it's not
Monty
It's not-
Python
it's
fell
not
off,
like-
I'll say it.
it's not like it's a bunch of blackface, it's just like a bunch of like
Yeah.
like some of the bits are just like yeah, that joke's kind of but like it will have been like fresh when it came out, but then like some of these jokes have been like done to death by other people like copying it and stuff.
Mm.
It'd be kind of like
Whereas it's like you can respect that
What
it was like the
was
first
that?
one, but
It's like, damn, it's crazy they went on a 30-minute rant about Walkmans. That definitely aged well.
yeah. But no, the thing is, Walkman's made a comeback because of Guardians of the Galaxy. That's all I'm saying.
They did. It's actually kind of a hype fashion thing. I'll say it.
Yeah.
I would respect
People
someone if I
say-
saw them with a
people are
Walkman.
Like, yo, I actually only want to listen to like 4 songs instead of like 4 million.
Yeah, Watmans will be coming back because of Guardians and also Stranger Things for sure.
Oh, and that, yeah.
Like that, like yeah.
Edge lords that want to be like, I'm cool. It's kind of like how records made a comeback because they're like, everyone's like, oh, it's more crisp. I'm like, is it?
Yeah,
Is
it
Who
always makes me
needs-
laugh so much when people
who
like.
needs a
Yeah, as someone who
Walkman?
has a record player and I like listen to vinyls, I don't do it because of the sound quality's better. I'm just quirky and I want to own like atypical things. So like I have like Kanye's Graduation on vinyl. I have Taylor Swift's 1989 on vinyl. And I think it's funny to
at least
own
you admit it.
very not vinyl type records on vinyl.
At least you admit it. That's fine.
Yeah.
You get some 6ix9ine. That's all I'm saying.
I have
I'd
a
look for it.
Walkman or a vinyl.
I also have
I
Juice WRLD on
do
vinyl
have
and
that.
X6 Tentacion.
That's very funny.
I've got my headphones radio.
Oh shit!
Look at that! Whoa!
This is the best thing I own. It just plays the radio.
Did you have to get up to get that, or did you just have that on you?
No, it's for them.
On standby.
Yeah.
I keep that thing on me.
She's not watching Evan. She's listening to local Welsh radio.
Yeah. Trade Centre Wales.
I was about to ask, what are the hot
Yeah.
Welsh radio stations?
The Wave is the one we got.
Nice.
Yo,
Today's
believe in the
best
wave
wave.
chat.
Oh, what's the other one? Heart Radio.
Oh, Heart's a
Heart's
banging
a-
radio station.
Yeah, it's like a whole UK thing. I'm pretty sure. I'm aware.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
but it's still
Wave is
banging.
rubbish.
This is hot.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what are some Northern Irish radio stations that bang curly?
None. But
None.
yeah, most of them are just like, yo, we're gonna talk with a really strong Northern Irish accent. But the problem with like a lot of radio in Northern Ireland is it's always just like it's definitely tailored to like white moms in their 40s because there's just like one really camp guy and then one girl who really likes wine. Like one girl likes wine, one really camp, like not gay but very camp man. Because God forbid they're gay on the radio.
God forbid they're gay in Northern Ireland.
No gadio.
I did not speak on that.
Yeah, speak to that.
Yeah, our country is cringe. But no, it's always just some really camp presenter with like wine, like mum energy, and they'll just talk about like normie stuff.
Whine
It's
about it.
Horrible. No, Joe, I actually turned off the most recent episode of Whine About It. It was doing my head, and I couldn't do it.
I still
Oh,
haven't
what's
watched
happening?
it. I've had time, but
Yeah.
like I've just been enjoying Northern Line more and more. So like I spend my time off podcasts listening to, or off like Evan stream listening to fucking or Northern Line. I need to go support my queens.
What happened in it, Curly? What
Yeah,
made
why did you
it
turn it off?
No, I actually got annoyed at something that is quite controversial, so I'll not say anything about it. It was just well, actually, you know what? It's not that bad. It's basically I get that they were talking about stalkers and stuff, and I was like, that's cringe. Stalkers are cringe. But they were like, oh, the police are so unhelpful because they said they couldn't do anything because blah 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 blah, and I'm like, that's not the police officer's fault. And they were like, oh, the police officers are so unhelpful, blah blah. And I was like, it's the legislation's fault. It's not their fault. The like little police officer sitting in the office taking the phone call. It's not his fault that the harassment is defined differently in different states. So
Yeah,
leave it alone. But I know America has a different relationship with our police in the world. So
Yeah, that legislation is so cringe that like different states mean that like the interaction of police like doesn't work.
yeah, because Maya was saying basically that someone was like giving her death threats and stuff, and they were like, we actually can't do anything unless you reply to them saying to stop, because unless
Yeah,
you
that's
tell them to stop,
yeah. It's like you have to do it consecutively. Like tell them no like every single time they do it. And they have to do it for like a good like month or something.
yeah, they said it was just
Some shit like that. You have to like keep telling them no, keep responding to them.
It's not harassment if you're not responding. It's just them like typing into your void.
Which to be clear makes absolutely zero fucking sense. How is it not harassment if you don't respond?
Correct.
It's still harassment. Like I'd like just to clarify, I don't agree with the fact that that's the legislation and the rules, but that is like how it works. It's like stupid.
Oh yeah, I
Like,
agree.
yeah.
I got a little bit frustrated because I was listening to it and Cutie was like, "Oh, the police are so crap" or whatever. I'm like,
Yeah, it is. It's
Like,
the laws in place that are the absolute crap.
Yeah.
The problem with
Yeah.
the law is not the police, but then I know America has its own problems.
All cops are in fact bastards. So
Yeah, the police officer in question might be fine with harassment existing, but just on the fact that they didn't act alone isn't really like doesn't
Yeah,
mean that.
I think it's fair what you're saying because I watched the episode as well, and it's like he was talking about a few different experiences she's had, which are all kind of similar in that sense. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like it's not like a one-time thing where one cop was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
getting involved."
Yeah.
It was like it's not really their fault as such, even though obviously it's kind of crazy. But
well,
Yeah.
some things that are also crazy is like the Amaranth thread, where a dude live streamed himself for like 4 straight
Yeah.
days out at like the Starbucks across from her house. And
yeah,
it like she kept like trying to like contact the police and like contact Twitch and everything. Twitch, they would take down his live stream, but then he would just like make a new account and just keep going for like 4 days. And when he finally did try to like break into her house, the police were just like, they told her like we can't do anything, and like it
Yeah,
took them like
they're like-
40 something minutes to get there
Yeah, crazy.
as he was like
They're the
actively trying to
police,
break
yeah.
into her house.
oh my god.
Yeah,
It's
so
like, yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. Clearly things need to change. If someone could stalk someone for 40 days.
It was only like
then-
4 or 5 days, but still, it's like 4 or 5 days.
Oh, sorry, yeah, sorry. Stop for 4 or 5 days while being known to be doing so.
Yeah.
It's not shitty joke that you do all the time. 45 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nice time to slip it a bit
125
is when
days.
talking about very
Yeah.
serious harassment issues.
No, it was one of those things where I understand that relationship with like I've never had a problem with the police, but then I live in the UK and it's different.
To be fair, also
it's very
me, I have only ever had positive interactions with police officers, but that doesn't mean that like shit isn't happening to people all the time. Because
Absolutely.
as a white man, of course I'm gonna have positive interactions with police officers, and so like I
By
don't
the
know.
way, you're who they're trying to protect.
Right, and so it's I don't know, it's just fucked up the lack of care that a lot of police have towards a lot of our civilians.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I just that's the thing that annoys me is they're like all the police don't care, all the police and I'm like I feel like that's just like if you're gonna say that constantly, you're saying it to the wrong people. Don't tell it to the police officers. Tell it to the people that are actually in charge. 'Cause, like,
Okay, how do you justify a police officer shooting a 12-year-old at a park with a toy gun?
One second.
It is in fact the police, Curly.
Yeah, no, but who sets the like who hires them? Who hires them? The people in charge. It's their problem. Like that person shouldn't have been hired for that job if they have any tendency to shoot 12-year-olds.
You know, that's so circumstantial though, because like
It's not though. It happens so often in America.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, in
but-
America.
no,
That's America
saying-
problem.
yeah, I'm not saying.
And we're
that.
talking about American police.
Yeah, I'm not saying that
I'm
it's
about
not
the
like
police.
a common issue, but I'm saying like your example of like shooting a kid. I think I would say okay, that's obviously the cop's fault. Like, why did he shoot a kid? But then at the same time, there are some examples where you
I think
blame
the
higher
difference of the crimes is like where the difference of like
yeah, like, I don't think
just,
it's
like,
fair to blame like someone's fault.
the person shooting the kid in the park who has a toy gun isn't doing it because of like legal red tape.
No,
Correct.
it's just because he wants to shoot a kid. Who,
Whereas
know.
whereas this police officer isn't getting involved with this stalker case because of legal red tape.
yeah,
Yeah,
Like, I don't think you can-
I'm just saying that like there's yeah, there's probably problems with like police officers in general. Don't get me wrong. There's a problem with everyone in every single position, everywhere in the entire world. There's always cunts. Just how the world works, no matter what. And it's just sad that they have so much authority. But the problem is, there's people who hire them. There's people who do these background checks. And there's things like if this person like maybe it just needs to be stricter. Maybe it needs to be better. Maybe the training needs to be better. Maybe they need to take better care of their officers. Maybe they need to. You know what? Actually, it's just also a gun problem in America. I know you say it's a 12-year-old with a gun, but like, or a toy gun, but like, I'm not trying to be like.
Yeah, but also whatever that, like a 12-year-old
know
with a
the
toy
context,
gun,
right?
like there would be no question of if a 12-year-old was holding a toy gun in the UK because there would be no expectation for him to have an opportunity to get a real one.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not saying that like that justifies the decision. Like, I don't know the context, so I'm not gonna comment on it too much. But like that, I can understand to a degree why some police officers would be so quick to act on things like that, because there is just the potential that it could exist. Whereas like here, if someone had a gun, it'd be like, holy fuck, someone has a gun, holy shit.
All right, we really need to move on because one thing I absolutely don't stand for ever is police sympathizing.
Okay, well, you're just wrong.
So Atriarch has already talked about this, but the Dolly fucking art generator thing is absolutely insane, and I've been having a fantastic time on Twitter. Because I thought it was really funny in the Atriarch video. He just like went over like a lot of like the really cool stuff, like the stuff that was like showcased in the Dolly video that came out. And just completely glanced over the fact that people are just using this for just excellent, juicy meme content. And for that, we are going to insert a little cut here where I rearrange the scene.
Whoa, that was so quick.
Wow, what a
Back
seamless
in.
transition. Got the
Oh,
best
shit,
in
what
this
happened to
business.
Wait, what happened to the timer? Why has it gone down so much?
What, like 2 minutes? Fuck you. But no. So, as I touched on earlier, what this is a year ago they released the Doll-E AI, and what it would do is you would type in a sentence, and then it would generate art based off of the sentence that you type in. And we have had a year to like work on it, and it has just gotten so much better. Because like how AI works, you can just like run like billions and billions of tests. Plus, it's like open to the public, and like people are like submitting their own things, so they can like get things that the developers wouldn't necessarily intend. Because like when you do like basketball in space, you get like that really cool picture that Atriarch showed. But then you could also just do whatever the fuck you want, and this is a lot of whatever the fuck you want. I've got like 25-ish ones I grabbed off of Twitter. And it's just Pog 10, honestly.
Well, this is DALL-E Mini as well. This is the public version, so it's not quite got the same resources as DALL-E 2 full.
Oh, is it not?
Which is why it doesn't look quite as like good. It's because it's not using like all of the same processing power stuff.
Interesting. But yeah, so Mike.
But yeah, also Z said we've been working on this for a year. It's a royal we. Z did not personally work on DALL-E. So no.
Me, Dolly engineers, we are the same. But yeah. But yeah, so like the thing that I really enjoy about this is just like the shit that people come up with. Because like, why would you ever think to Google this? But also just like how good of a job Dolly does with the weird shit it's given. It's fucking incredible.
Crazy, isn't it? It's like obviously that it's not quite there. Like Thanos' face and stuff isn't fully there.
Yeah.
But like if you just even like, but like it gives you so many like different, like for an artist, I'd love this for referencing. Like like if you look at the top right one, it's like Thanos like crying in a supermarket, like in a Walmart. Or like him looking around, or like different poses and things, just different things you might not have even considered. Like,
I like the top middle because he's got his arms like the mom I froed up type stance.
Yeah.
Will he also find his mom?
It looks like he's talking to a Walmart employee, asking, "Can you help me find my mom?"
I also like that the Infinity Gauntlet comes in and out. Like he's got it in this one, it's fucked up in this one, and then like he's got 2 in this one.
He's got 2 in that. Oh no.
Yeah, looking back at the fruit snacks.
Yeah, I like the looking back at the fruit snacks one.
Yeah. So we also have Haggard has an American Ninja Warrior contest.
That's so funny.
Wake up, honey, new Haggard emoji just dropped.
Like inconsistent in how fat he is.
Yeah,
he's a very fucking wide man in the bottom right, but like in the middle.
Top right, he looks like a fucking athlete.
Top right is amazing.
Like he looks like an athlete. Like he looks like one of those like big body built like.
Yeah, top right looks like world's strongest man kind of thing.
Yeah, bottom right looks like world's like fattest.
Yeah, world's man closest to death of like overeating.
Actually, no. Far bottom left is more of that. Actually, it's just.
Actually, yeah, that's true. He's very thick in bottom left.
Bottom left looks like he can't move his
also, shout out to the middle where he's holding it with one arm. Actually flexing on him.
We also have there was a subgenre that started popping up was people just doing the Moai statue. And I have 2 Moais in here. I'm not sure what the other one is, but it's just so fucking well done. It's
because I think people have realized that the Moai statue is one of the ones that it can do the best because of like the limited features of them. So like it just like works so well, so people have just like latched onto this one works. Let's make this one funny, and it'll be like the best looking images. But like I was saying about like artists and stuff, you don't even need an artist for this one. It's already done.
True. Yeah, like you can literally just like drop this bottom or this middle left one. Or
I think top left. Yeah, top left looks like
yeah, because he's got the hat. The hat is what kind of what sells it.
Get an NFT. It's kind of mad.
I like that. Oh, go ahead.
I like top right. It looks like he's either like slurping from a straw or like about to put a cigarette in. Like,
I like
I
that
think
it just
it's
associates smoking with noir films.
yeah. Actually, yeah. Actually, they all have cigarettes in, don't they?
Yeah.
Or maybe not the bottom middle.
Hats and cigarettes.
It's like he's handing him a cigarette, maybe, or it's just like thumbs up.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still a thumbs up. I didn't actually even notice that there's one in the top left until the end there.
This is another one. These just look like photos, dude.
Yeah, this just looks like someone like that top left one again. Just looks like that looks like someone just found a Roomba in the church.
Yeah, so we've also got CCTV Yoda robbing a TV store.
Is this Five Nights at Freddy's? New Five Nights at Freddy's?
Some of them kind of look like
Tall Yoda's very unsettling.
Yoda's been added afterwards.
They look like what?
Like some of them look like Yoda was added like afterwards. Like a bad Photoshop over the top.
I like this one because it looks like Yoda's like in the process of getting caught. He's like,
yeah.
See, anything with CCTV footage just reminds me automatically any crime documentary. Like this is like this is the story of the little green guy that stole £40 million worth of noodles from Tesco.
Maybe it's just from the size of it, but like top right looks like he's on a mobility scooter.
oh. We've got fucking Fisher Price crack pipe.
Oh, Fisher Price is such a good one as well.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of Fisher Price ones.
Yeah, I've seen like Fisher Price like Kevlar jacket and stuff.
I saw that one as well. That was
Yeah.
sad actually. Because see, in America we have a school shooting problem, and so like Fisher Price,
that was sad.
could be a thing. So it's like, oh, sad actually. But yeah, I think this one's just a key. All right, I guess it's crack pipe. There's like your bowl, and then
Yeah, as someone who hasn't actually seen a crack pipe, I can't really say what they look like too much.
Hasselhoff devouring his cheeseburger, painting by Francesco Goya.
That's amazing.
The painting by Francesco Goya really fucking sells this one for me.
Yeah.
Top left is like something from fucking Game of Thrones. What the fuck?
Yeah, these are like actual fucking Renaissance paintings.
I think bottom left looks the most like the Hoff.
It does.
Yeah.
Same with bottom right. The bottom quarters.
Bottom right, I really like.
Yeah.
Like, I like the really open shirt, the open white shirt that's there.
He looks like Han Solo in bottom left.
It does.
Okay. Do you remember
But again, like if you could draw in this sort of style, you could easily use this as reference.
Yeah. Do you remember the picture of the guy as like, this is how you would look if you needed to survive a car crash image? The guy with like no neck. Have you ever seen them?
No.
No, I've not seen that.
They like designed a human as like how they would like need to look if they were to just like survive car crashes efficiently, and it was basically just like no neck, like basically like they look like a pill. Like it was the weird, like that's what the top left looks like. Let me see if I can find him.
Yeah, you do that. And then we have Cucumber Connect 4.
I love Cucumber Connect 4.
This one's
Wow,
it's insane. This is one of those, it actually just looks really good.
I've seen this image before, Kelly. I didn't know the context.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fucking it's insane like how good. So a couple of my favorite ones are, one, washing machines, because I think it's another one of those people realize it does washing machines well, and two, just doing trail cam footage for anything is so fucking funny to me. Like they were like
trail cam does so well. Oh, that top middle image is perfect.
Yeah, that like Duolingo trail cam was another one that was really good. I saw one that was fucking cursed. They did Ricky Berwick trail cam footage, and that was cursed.
Ricky Berwick just became Slender Man.
Yeah,
like he like got like really long fingers and stuff.
Sorry, what's it? Trail cam?
Yeah,
it's like yeah, like so like you put it in the woods and you can like see like deer and stuff like that.
Oh, all right, okay.
I'd say
Oh, like
they use them a
shit.
lot in like paranormal hunting stuff, like ghost hunters and stuff. That you see like a lot of trail cam
Yes,
footage.
they
So that's
do.
what this reminds
They
me
do.
of. I see this and I think it's like a fucking, he's doing his fucking interview for the fucking Ghost Adventures.
They mainly use trail cams because they like show light in a really weird way, so it's easy to like pretend you saw something. Like, that's actually like they very easily show things that aren't there and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if you look at that middle one, you see that reflection. You go, you can see someone taking a picture here.
Yeah, too. There's a person in the washing machine.
Yeah.
You got head, shoulders. There's their
There was
clothes.
no one around to take the photo, but it still happened.
But there was still the flash.
Also, Kelly, did you like my
Hmm?
man who could survive the car crash image I put
I'm scared.
in?
That's good.
God damn it.
Any pictures and stuff?
Okay, so for reference, here's the man that can survive a car crash.
Project Graham. Why is he a project? We're not making this.
And then here's also the man who can survive a car crash.
The man who could survive the car crash economy.
Ayo.
Ayo, satire.
That's a political intrigue cartoon for you all there.
Yeah, so fucking shout
The
outs
fact
to
he's just chilling. Like
he's just being chilling, just
He's being chilling.
To be fair, if I just survived a car crash, I'd be being chilling as well. This is what's left of his car.
you may not like it, but this is what peak male performance looks like.
This is him exactly after the car crash, just sat on the remaining back seat. He was a passenger.
It looks like the fucking Flintstones car. That's why the seat looks like
Yeah.
that.
It's the inside of the Tesla truck. That's how the Tesla truck seats look like.
God, the Boris one is crazy.
Cybertruck.
All right. The ring girl on The Price is Right. It's another one. It's just one. Who the fuck is searching this? Two. Why does it look so good? Why does it look
This one's great.
Yeah.
The one that
Yeah, like like I was saying about like artists, like I don't understand why anyone would want to like create art of this one.
Yeah.
Like,
What were you saying, Curly?
The one in the middle looks like a member of Kiss.
Yeah, if you type in Gene Simmons on The Price is Right, you actually get the same image. It's crazy.
Bottom right pogging out of their fucking mind right now.
Any Ring Samara pogs in chat? This one was for Curly, for the fans.
this one's great. I love this one.
Yeah.
Wait, is there any dead? Like, oh no.
Oh, could you imagine if this one cut in half?
Yeah.
It's like the one on the table that they're about to eat.
Yeah, with the
Like
bone,
next to Judas. And Judas would be the red among us for sure.
Doom red is sus. No, it'd be the green one because of the famous
Oh, true,
Kant's role.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kant's famous role as the
As the
green
third
sus
imposter.
man. Yeah.
You got a pizza being interviewed on TV news.
Yo, that one top middle kind of looks fire though. That's a thick boy.
Yes, yeah. The top middle pizza does look like a good pizza.
Got me kind of
That's
mixed up.
that's definitely a stuffed crust.
Mm-hmm.
You can stuff my crust line, Eagle.
I'm alright. I'll be honest.
Shout out to our Chinese viewers with Tiananmen Square PlayStation 2.
This is amazing.
I sent this one to the Grub Buds already. Like, yeah, this is fucking fire.
This one is amazing.
Because the
I did find it funny. There was another one that said Tiananmen Square, but it just had all the images like wouldn't load, which was a funny joke.
yeah, it was just like
amazing.
Tiananmen Square 1984 or whenever the fuck it was, and it was just all like error, like the exclamation point, like cannot load image. Pretty flame because censorship. Because nothing happened on June 29th, 1984 in Tiananmen Square.
True. If anyone tells you different, they're wrong.
This one was just funny. Doing JK Rowling holding the trans pride flag.
That's such a funny.
The bottom middle one's kind of mad. Why is she in the sky?
She in the sky. She is the trans pride flag in that one also.
They also,
Yeah,
like,
she's wearing a trans pride poncho.
bottom middle.
Bold,
has, like,
bold choice for anyone, let alone JK.
bottom middle and actual middle, like the flags nearly line up.
What's up?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
That's how.
We got this one I thought was better than the noir one. Him giving a TED talk. This is just so fucking good.
It always works so well.
I've seen a couple other TED talk ones. It also does TED talks pretty well.
It's because I think it's whenever there's not too many facial features involved.
I could see the statue E being a meme.
E.
Bottom
Oh,
left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
bottom text. Moai giving a TED talk. What will he talk about? So I don't know if it does this for all of them, but they did John Cena the back rooms, and then it's just empty. So it defaults to putting nothing when you put in John Cena. That's very funny that the AI has learned.
If that's not someone like just doing the back rooms and then adding John Cena in the back rooms in the text at the top, this is hilarious. Because I could see it being both ways.
The AI understands meme culture. That's how you know it's getting too far.
It's getting too smart.
We got Jabba the Hutt and Animal Crossings.
Jabba the Hutt Animal Crossing is great. There's also I also saw some Doom Guy Animal Crossings.
I saw Walter White Animal Crossing, and it was also pretty good.
That's great.
What do you think his noise would be? What do you think his song would be? Jabba's song. Like, would it be like, would he sound like that?
Masa Busa.
It's actually just Jabba the Hutt's regular voice.
Yeah.
Here we have Knife Fight in Retirement Home.
It has to be an English, I guess.
Yeah.
That's great. These look like stock photos.
These do.
These have heavy like stock photo energy.
Speaking of stock photo energy, is it next? I have no, it's not. This is another way to say, like, why would you fucking search
what the
this?
fuck? This looks so good.
JFK assassination Lego set is a fucking insane search.
Whoa. Yo, doing stuff as a Lego set in DALL-E looks amazing. Oh, that's gonna be my next thing. I'm gonna be typing a bunch of Lego sets.
What's your ideal Lego set of choice, Lion Eagle?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Tiananmen Square.
Spycat 2018 Lego set.
Yo, Spycat 2018 Lego. Surprised that didn't happen, to be fair. It's the fans were asking for it.
Jesus turning water into wine on America's Got Talent.
That's fire.
I just like the idea that he comes on America's Got Talent. He's like, y'all are gonna believe this shit.
Yeah, made a left apart from the hand holding the wine, like pretty good.
It does look like he's made of plastic.
Plastic Jesus. And you're like, wow, this is actually spot on.
Jesus.
I like how bottom right is just some dude.
He looks vaguely like Simon Cowell, which I think is funny. They got the America's Got Talent.
I also like how there's an assistant in bottom middle.
Yeah.
just some dude with him who's holding the wine.
It's Jesus, actually.
That's the real Jesus, and then the other guy's like pretending to be the Jesus. That's like the twist at the end.
Yeah, he fucking rips off his mask. He was Jesus the whole time. You're like, oh,
it was two Jesuses. It's Jesus too.
I do still have the notification to be the gift thing. Eat shit.
Who does America's Got Talent like in the US? Like,
it's now Simon Cowell. I honestly don't know. When I was watching, it was
who's the like the person that goes like, next we've got Big Jimmy, like
Nick Cannon, I believe.
Impressive dong, whatever.
Does Nick Cannon still do it? It used to be Nick Cannon.
What's
Because when I was watching, the three judges were Pierce Morgan, Sharon Osbourne, and David Hasselhoff, and Nick Cannon was the host. But now we've got like Howie Mandel, Simon Cowell, and
I swear Howie Mandel did it.
Yeah, I think it's Terry Crews though.
That's a shout. They're just like we have to have a black host. That's our only casting call.
Yeah, it's like the Ant and Dec. It's Terry Crews. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, we just have Ant and Dec. That's all I really meant. Who was the Ant and Dec in America?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got what you were trying to allude to, but it is hard to say who's the Ant and Dec of a show that he's never watched.
To be fair, you've talked about Ant and Dec enough. I would have gotten it.
Anthony and Declan. Yeah.
Antonio and Declan, actually.
Donnelly and Anthony don't fucking know.
As a fucking certified soup enjoyer, this one really got to me. Washing machine soup
makes me feel so uncomfortable.
You don't want to fill your washing machine.
It gives me vibes of. Do you know that video where the woman fills a toilet full of like ice cream and
yes?
Yeah.
Still eat it though.
I would absolutely not. Wait, the soup or the toilet stuff?
Both.
No. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, one of the best ones I saw was Sesame Street during the OJ trial. And it was so funny. It was literally just Elmo sat next to OJ. Please stop saluting OJ.
Elmo fighting a D-Day.
Yes, another popular ones is like they'll do people during the Nuremberg trials or during D-Day.
Curly, Elmo was on the other side.
Pardon?
Elmo was on the other side.
Double salute.
No.
You thought I
Kelly
was
doing
something else there
his
for a
best.
second.
Kelly doing his best Switzerland impression there.
Man, this gives me like Schindler's List vibes because like Schindler's List was like all in black and white except for like when they like tastefully used red to like allude to certain
Having the
things.
balloon.
Yeah, and so Elmo is just the balloon of
Elmo's
D-Day.
the balloon. That's actually so fire. Imagine a full black and white war movie, but Elmo's in color. I love the bottom middle one. Why is there one? Why is Elmo doing the jump, and two, why is the World War soldier also doing the jump?
That's like literally like the Call of Duty jump, like gun fully up and then you just jump.
He goes fully down, he throws prone in the water, and then gets back up again.
He's going for a 360. He's getting ready. Actually, no. Well, no. He's got his knife out as well. He's going for a 360 knife.
Well, as we've established, that's the most efficient killing weapon.
True. The Commando Pro perk in Modern Warfare 2, absolutely insane.
Yeah, you know what? I said Elmo definitely uses Monodon or whatever it is, the one that drops the grenade.
Oh, true.
This one's great. In my head, I'm just thinking the whole time of Elmo like commentate. Like when they have like someone like a media person at a war. I think Elmo the whole time being like, Elmo, and I can't do an Elmo voice at all. But like just talking over.
Any Elmo voices in chat?
Today's letter is D for D-Day, and then he just fucking puts on the cap. Blindneil, did you read the description for the next one?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I saw you just stop and laugh while Curly was explaining. I was like, well. So the next one is, of course, Reddit mod touches grass. And I like that this is just the go-to depiction for Reddit mods.
Open the obese men.
That are shirtless half the time.
What's going on there?
You what?
Like, I'm a fat guy and my belly doesn't look anything like that.
Yeah.
That's the American good.
That's like two layers of like it goes in and back out again. What the fuck?
America.
Yeah, this is insane. Getting because like double chins is one thing, double belly's insane.
Yeah, America get the fat ring. I don't know what it is they do, but like a lot of like obese Americans get like the like essentially like a life ring around them.
That's Mountain Dew. That's what Mountain Dew does to you.
That's the Mountain Dew ring. Yeah, that's it.
Mountain Dew experience. Yeah.
How many more do we got left? We only got like 5 or so more left. We've got Cthulhu Beanie Baby.
This one.
Yeah, this is what Lightning was talking about. He's like, if I said Beanie Baby.
Oh, wow.
I actually want this.
Yeah, this would be hype. Beanie Babies get on it.
I would buy a Cthulhu Beanie Baby.
I like that the one thing it cannot do is get the fucking Beanie Baby logo right. And none of these does it look remotely correct.
Yeah. It got a cute Cthulhu right in every single one.
Yes.
I think the bottom middle is the least cute though. Bottom middle actually looks kind of menacing.
Yeah, well, bottom middle still is kind of cute though, but like,
Yep, it's too menacing.
yeah.
Either bottom left or bottom right are the two getting released.
I like maybe take like I don't quite like the way that the face tentacles work on it, but I really like top right.
Yeah, I agree.
Hmm.
The eyes on top right just hit the
Yeah. The eyes and the sort of the head shape and stuff on top right.
I feel like the eyes need to be red. The black eyes, like the black soulless eyes, is like a bit menacing.
No, I think.
Well,
I think
but that's how
red-
Beanie Babies are though, aren't they? They're all like little tiny black dot eyes.
Are they?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I don't want to search it now, but I'm. Well,
I think top left had potential if I could see the whole thing.
so this is their pin tweet. This is a meme one that's actually
so-
just really good.
So Beanie Baby bears do, but then there's some Beanie Babies that have like black and then like a ring.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought most of them were black with ring.
It depends. I think his older Beanie Babies were all.
Yeah, because like
black.
originally wasn't Beanie Babies only doing like just different colored bears, and then they started
Yeah,
doing
I
stand
can
out.
currently see a Beanie Baby turkey that just has black dot eyes.
Yeah,
On a different note, Beanie Babies were the original NFTs.
honestly,
My grandma
kinda.
has about 500
They were more like the
Uh,
original Funko Pops, actually.
Could you imagine if there was only one of each Beanie Baby?
Fire. That'd actually be fire.
I'd actually be down for like a plush where no one ever has the same one.
The Spinda of
yeah,
Beanie Babies.
Yeah, like even if it's only like slight differences or something. Like obviously it's really like cost ineffective,
Oh yeah.
Mm.
but But like that, but because I always think about that, like for like a child's toy, I'm like, this is gonna be their thing, but then also some other kid might just like have the same like childhood toy, and it's kind of weird.
Breaks your immersion. Yeah. If someone also.
But like, but what's gonna happen anyways? If you got them one of this like one of a kind NFT style stuffed toy, they wouldn't care about it, and then they'd just like Mickey Mouse or some shit.
You're like, hey, I put your toy on the blockchain. Don't lose this shit, kid. So what is it? What is this? I don't know what this is.
So have you seen Stranger Things?
No.
So this is
the
villain from the season 1 of Stranger Things. It looks literally exactly like this.
It looks like a Fortnite model.
Yeah, it does look like a Fortnite model of it.
Yeah. It looks like this is about to fucking play basketball with Peely.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, it does look like a trailer for them adding this into Fortnite with him like playing basketball against like LeBron.
And then Rick and Morty come in. Just
yeah.
And the Avengers stop them.
It was crazy. Fork knife, am I right, guys?
Fortnite.
Hello, Fortnite.
Yeah, Stranger Things, hence the title, is strange and makes me think that I don't want to see it.
That's actually
it's really good.
That's actually the fucking dumbest take I've ever heard in my entire life.
Well, Luke,
I don't want to watch something called Stranger Things because it has strange in the title. It's the fucking most dog shit take I've ever heard.
Well, what I meant was it's kind of scary, and I don't like scary things.
To be fair, people were advertising it as like a horror show. Seasons 1 through 3, I legitimately didn't like. I didn't even realize they were trying to go for like a horror motif. But season 4, they've really ramped up the horror. I will say.
Yeah.
Look at this fucking thing.
I mean, it just is a scary looking monster. But like the show wasn't
I think-
scary.
I like you. Season 1 is a bit like horror.
Hmm.
Because like, but like the problem with 2 and 3 is that they use villains that you see very quickly. Like one of the biggest things in horror is like if you show the monster, people quickly don't find it scary anymore.
That's fair. But
Whereas,
too,
like,
they show the villain in 4 pretty early on, and I still think 4 is the scariest season they've had.
That's true. Well, but the way that it attacks in 4 isn't really like by just coming and attacking you.
That's fair.
So like it's like a different way of doing it. Whereas this thing comes and gets you, but like and so have like the other 2 have kind of just been big thing come get you.
Yeah. I will say, fucking. So I'm only on episode 5 still. But the scene with Max and they have the running up that hill song playing. That is the most tense I've ever been watching television ever.
It is a really intense moment.
That's my favorite scene of the entire series so far. Is just watching that scene. That shit was insane. Very well done to the Stranger Things crew.
Spoilers? What the hell?
Actually, no spoilers.
We actually were very specific to not spoil very much there.
Yeah.
Someone runs up a hill. What the fuck? You got baited.
It's insane how well that notification works.
Yeah.
Oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
This is the WikiHow.
Yeah, WikiHow and how to stop 9/11. So like people, I just want to see more WikiHows. After seeing this one, I'm like, damn, people should really do some WikiHows. And honestly, looking down at the bottom, I think this is our last one.
Wait, what is this a WikiHow of?
How to prevent 9/11.
Oh god. I couldn't fully tell, but that top middle, I was like, what's this building?
Monka.
Upright, just like pick it up and move it.
Yeah, just move the 2 towers.
Top right is just ask God to move the building.
I'm trying to work out what like is top left go like put a reflection and then they'll go into the big mirror instead.
No, it's do like a Looney Tunes and draw a massive picture of the Twin Towers, so they just fly into a mountainside.
Yeah, and then what's bottom right? Like bribe him with drugs. Like I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Show him your shiny Pokemon on your DS. That's what it is. You
So
check this shit out.
Well, that's a Game Boy SP because it's a square, obviously.
Oh, true. It's Game Boy SP. You damn right. Show me shiny. Trade him your shiny Zubat from Pokemon Emerald. That's what you need to do.
Yo, Curly or fucking Zubat for Xcloud.
Curly's just like, if I was there, I could have stopped 9/11.
All right, Mark Wahlberg, calm down.
I'm trying to
That
work out what every picture is like.
That's
trying-
actually that's such a fucking like I can't believe he's just said that and like people just jokingly make fun of it. That's such like a cringe thing to say.
unironically just like, yeah, if I was there, 9/11 would have been different. I was like, what the fuck are you on about?
He would have been there. That, by default, yes, it would have been different.
Yeah, doesn't every fucker make the same joke of like, yeah, we wouldn't have like Transformers 4. It's like, everyone just makes the same joke of like, yeah, but what work would have died?
So fortunately, actually, we wouldn't have Transformers 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Because Mark Wahlberg got 2 movies for some ungodforeseen
did.
reason.
Is the one in the middle supposed to be like build a big wall so the planes can't get over? Like, what's the logic?
I think
I
they're just commanding the
there's
troops. This is like
there's a-
mobilizing. Because that's
there's a lot
not
of
each
these-
individual picture is, hey, this is the end of 9/11. You're going through the planning process of how to
Yeah,
prevent 9/11.
some of them are different steps. Like
Yeah.
the middle right, that's clearly just talking to Jeff Bezos.
Okay, so let's say we start in the top left. The first one is draw a big picture. Second one is okay, here they are.
No,
Third
first one is draw a picture of the Twin Towers so you know what you're working with.
Yeah, second one is find the Twin Towers and go.
Yeah,
okay,
find where they're located. 3, move where they're located.
Yeah, ask God to move
Oh.
the building.
4, make sure to tell everyone that they haven't been moved, so the terrorists don't find out.
5 militarize the entire shit.
Oh yeah,
Basically.
no. 4 is sign everyone up to join a militia.
Yeah, that's the petition.
5 is guide the militia. 6 is take over Amazon.
Sorry, in my head that's send a text. You're going to let them know.
Oh, you seen that as like a Nokia.
Yeah. Sony Ericsson.
play Snake on your Sony Ericsson.
Yeah. 7 is like visualize you beating up
On-
the terrorists.
Yeah, yeah. This is interrogate the terrorists.
Yeah.
Because obviously all of these steps, it's like from 1 to 6 have like negated 9/11 and now they're in custody. But we still
Yeah.
got to deal with the terrorists.
The very last one is obviously meet the president, get like a medal or something. Like that's like get medal of honor
Yeah.
from president.
The president gives you a shiny Zubat
Why
and
is-
Pokemon Emerald.
Why is the president giving him a condom?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, get laid.
Fuck the president. Yeah, the last one just says fuck Bush.
Like now that you're a national hero, you're gonna be drowning in puss. You'll need this. And he just hands him a condom.
I always have to
The one in the bottom middle just says how not to speak to short people. It's an advert for a different one in the middle of the 9/11 how to solve.
Yeah, that was like the game Stanz was playing yesterday, the thieving simulator. At one point, it just cuts to an ad from another game that they've made in the middle of the gameplay.
That's so funny.
What happened was it was a bit where he like hands something off the pawn shop. All the police arrive, and he's like, "Oh shit, am I getting arrested?" And it's like, "Find out what happens to the thief in jail life simulator." And I'm like, "Oh my
That's
god."
so funny.
5 head. But yeah, I think that. Yep, that's the end of Dolly. Because then we're back to
Yo,
some no context.
Spot and
words.
Gambia, the Tesco extra. Shout out to that no context Brits. That's a good one.
We haven't done no context Brits in a while. We might bring it back for the fans in an episode or two. But I don't, the Twitter account's kind of fallen off. They just like ask questions that aren't funny.
Yeah, Britain.
Oh really? Is no context Brits just become like cringe?
Yeah. They've fallen off their glory days. Or they have already contextualized all of Britain, so there is no more no context Brits to exist.
Oh, imagine.
Everything else has context now. Everyone knows why the Binley mega chip. They've run out of context.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So there's one that says no on the British Museum, and it's someone like doing like a trick of the eye, putting the Leaning Tower of Pisa into a backpack, which is actually fire.
I haven't done
Okay,
a deep dive in a while, but
There's some good ones. I'll start looking.
okay.
There's
As it just
there's
what
some.
shows up on my feed is always just like the question. I guess because those are the ones that get the most engagement. But
Yeah, probably.
my feed isn't getting any bangers lately. Okay, Chrome properties. Chrome. Let's do spoiler Z maths. Let's go. So,
Let's see. Just for a second, I've just seen this on my Twitter. Throw this up on the screen. It's actually blowing my mind.
God damn it, I'm scared.
Oh, don't like that. Don't put that up.
This image, I'm gonna blow your mind. All of those balls are brown.
Stop. Just get out of here.
They're actually all like the same color brown.
No. No.
They are. They actually are. It's insane. If you zoom in or look closer, it's actually
No.
This is one of those you
They
bring it
actually
into
are.
you bring it into Photoshop and do the fucking eyedropper. Actually, since we're here,
No.
is that how that would have worked? No? Okay, fine.
I don't know what you just did.
Don't worry.
Right,
Save image as.
Utopia.
Save, yes. Photopia. Wow. Here we are. We got
Well,
our
just make it like way bigger for a second. I'll zoom in on it and just like because once you zoom in, like you can clearly see it. But, like it's the lines that are the colored.
that's not how Photopia works. So let's go back to the image. And now we zoom in.
There's no zoom tool on Photopia. But yeah, look, it's just also brown. They're not green and blue. They're just brown.
No. I refuse. No.
It's
And-
crazy.
Roofers in chat. Where is eyedropper?
The Earth is flat.
Is it under gradient? No. Is it just under color? Yeah, so we can from here we grab a cheeky brown, then we come up here to this purple, and
Red.
it's a slightly different
Cheeky
cheeky brown.
brown.
No, that's
It might
blue.
just be where you're pressing on the brown. To be fair,
No, that's blue.
Yeah, because they do have like weird shines on them, and the shines aren't consistent between ball to ball,
that's
which is annoying.
that's blue,
Brown.
and then that's a brown. That's crazy. It's crazy.
No. No.
Oh, yeah, I just saw that going down my Twitter. Actually, Evan liked it. That's why I've seen it.
All right.
So if you were watching this and thinking this is cringe, Evan liked it too. So
Well, to be fair, Evan's cringe. So no spoilers. Okay, zoom out since
no
we're at
spoil-
500%
no
now.
spoilers, people.
All right.
what game is fuck this game?
Yeah, I have a spicy Takerino. So as you guys know, normally during the podcast, we just play random flash games on Cool Math. And this was the best Cool Math tier list I could find because a lot of the other ones listed out each fucking Papa's game individually. And like we don't need all 12 Papa's games. Although to be fair, I do want to kind of dedicate a couple of days to playing all of the Papa's games, so that way next week we could rank all the Papa's games. But that being said, the fucking Water Girl and Fire Boy, those games just aren't that fun to me. Because like you,
Oh, that's what that is.
yeah,
Okay.
you just fucking like you alternate between the players, or do you play both at the same time? It's one of the two. And like each person like solves different puzzles, and like Water Girl can interact with water things, Fire Guy interacts with fire things, and they're just not that fun. And there's like fucking 3 of them. So I don't know. It's also like super popular. It's like always like at the top page of recommended every time. I'm like, actually, fuck
Yeah.
this game. Game
Yeah, I've seen that recommended. a
mid
lot.
as fuck. D. As much as we love Burger Truck Trump here at the LSF Productions / Evan Gao Modcast Incorporated, I fucking hate this style of game. It's just not fun. I don't know. It's just I don't know. The gameplay loop just doesn't hook me. So fuck any of the Papa's games. Also kind of a hot take. I just don't like Crazy Taxi that much. I like games that like have like progression, and that's just one of those where like you just go and like get a good run and then you just reset. I'm like, all right, cool. And it's I don't know, not a fan.
One sec.
That's fine.
What is it? It's one of those ones you get a good run, then you reset, and then
You can't
Well,
like buy
Crazy
upgrades
Taxi,
between
like,
or anything.
so it's, oh okay, so it's not roguelike.
No. Yeah, I like roguelike because there's like progression,
yeah,
and there's no
it's
progression
not.
in this. It's you just it's simpler like Temple Run, I guess.
Yeah, it's like that sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just not a fan of that type. I want tangible progression. Car parking games, they're all right. They're fine, very middle of the road. Sugar was the shit when I was in like 5th grade, but looking back on it, I was like, man, this game would be fucking dog to play. But for nostalgia, it's up there. Because what you do is you have to like draw the sugar comes out of the comma, and you have to draw a path to get a certain amount of sugar granules to each cup.
Okay.
Yeah. We've played a game similar to this. Is kind of like the Golf It game I was playing, where you have to like pull and you like launch yourself, and you have to like get to like certain targets and stuff. That's fine. I did a 30-second review of Diggy. Seems all right. It's cute. The music bangs, which is mostly of why it's up here. But you have to like dig around and like find certain gems, find certain power, and like just keep going, see how much score you can get per thing. And there are upgrades. So
I think having a banger soundtrack is like one of the things to actually get your game on Cool Math games.
True, because the one thing I've learned from doing the subathon is that fucking Flash games just have way better soundtracks than I remember. Better than like most AAA games I've played lately.
Yeah, unless it was made by Nintendo for some reason. Nintendo's like still killing the game.
This snail game, I forgot what it was called. I think the snail's name is Bob. But it's similar to the Sleepy Night game that I played, where you don't interact, you don't play as the snail, you interact with the environment around the snail, and you have to like lower and raise platforms so like the snail can get from point A to point B. They're fun, enjoyable games. I like them. They're all right. This game, what was his name? Upgrade Johnny or some shit like that. I also did a 30-second review of this game. It seems like it's gonna be fun, and I'm excited to play this one on stream.
Awesome.
It's similar to is Red Ball 1 in the list? We're just doing them as franchises. Because like they gave us Learn to Fly 2 and 3. There's not that much of a difference between the two, so we just ranked them like the Learn to Fly series. Similar with Red Ball, it's the series. With Papa, it's the series. Factory Balls, it's the series.
Life. Oh, to be clear, I didn't do Balloons as the series.
Okay, I have a feeling I know where your Balloons is, Slime Eagle. But I would say the Flash series. Like you wouldn't include 6, but like 1 through 5, I would say, because there's a different.
Yeah,
like they're
that's fair.
Incomparable with like 5 and 6.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But so Johnny Upgrade.
Let's make a AAA game version. Well, not AAA, but let's make a game version.
With Johnny Upgrade, you have to buy upgrades to do literally anything. Like you start off with 0 speed, so when you load into your first attempt, you literally just fucking die because you can't walk. And then you go to the upgrade menu and you have $1, and it costs $1 to upgrade your speed 1 level. And so then you're able to like walk around really slowly. And then you have to like buy jumps, and you just have to like upgrade literally everything. And so I
hope there's something else you can spend for 1, so you can soft lock yourself.
But yeah, so that game, it seems really fun, and I'm excited to potentially play that. Sticky Ninja Academy, I played one that was like Ninja Paint, which I assume is similar. You like run across and like have to like get from point A to point B and like hit certain squares along the way. I assume is what Sticky Ninja Academy is like.
I'll be honest, I didn't know like 90% of these.
That's fair. But I remember liking the Painter one a lot. World's Hardest Game is, I don't know. I am not a grinder. I'm not the Sigma Atrioc. Will keep bashing my head into the wall until I beat it. If I don't have fun with the game, I'll just stop it. I can beat like the first 7 levels pretty consistently, and after that, it's just not fun. I don't get any gratification from playing or like beating levels at that point. So, yeah, I don't know. It's not a huge fan of the World's Hardest Game, but I respect it. And then all of these are good games from here on out. I don't remember what this one's called. It's called like Block S. It's because it's not Block Zors, because Block Zors is very pog. But you have like multiple blocks that you like switch between, and you have to like help yourself run. It's similar to this, but less cringe. And it's got blocks. And I'm a block boy. Learn to Fly. I like launcher games in general, like Burrito Bison Revenge and Toss the Turtle. I think are better done Learn to Flies because you can like interact with the thing after you launch it, and so there's like more depth to the gameplay. There's more like shit to do. But just Learn to Fly, all you do is like fire it and like hope that you get it. And it's fine. Learn to Fly series, it's fine. Red Ball, I like the series. I forgot what it was, and then I looked up like gameplay, and then I remembered that I had seen an entire world like speedrun world record history progression of the Red Ball series. And I was like, oh fuck, I actually love Red Ball. So while I've never played, love the Red Ball series. Bird Life, also never played, but lost my fucking mind watching Lion Eagle play it. Remember when the Domo showed up? That's a timeless reference.
Entirely, yeah. Duck Life is absolutely poggers of a series.
2048, I absolutely fucking love this game. When it came out in like 2013-ish, I played it on my phone fucking constantly. Shit was very cool. I got to like 4 or 5 times the normal like 2048, and then there's like 4096, and then there's 9.
Yeah, I don't understand at all why it's called 2048.
Well, that's just like if you get to 2048, that's like beating the game, and then going beyond that is like challenge mode.
Okay.
But I got to the 8192, and then I got to 16,000. And then
Simon.
that was my peak.
Yo!
Getting to 16,000, I was like, all right, I don't know if you can physically get the game past this. But yeah, I got the 16,384, and it was like the defining moment of my life. Factory Balls, absolutely classic. We fucking played Factory Balls 3 on stream. I like Factory Balls 1 a lot because like it ends when you like turn into like a little disco ball and then like it just like bounces around the screen and like you get something as opposed to just like you completed the hard ball. Congrats. So I don't know. I like the Factory Ball series a lot. It's one of those like challenging, but it's not too challenging. It's got good like it's got a good difficulty curve to it. I feel like they don't introduce too much all at once, and so it feels like you're learning the entire time. Blocksaurus, absolutely pogged, giga chatted game. I might be the smartest motherfucker to ever do it. We finally beat it on stream. We got $50 from Wally. Everything was pog and cool. And then Bloons, what do we need to say? This is a fucking Atrioc sub community. Like you guys fucking love Bloons. It is in fact Bloons time even. Shout out Krelub. He wanted me to add the Bloons time emote.
Gathering game wasn't on the tier list, unfortunately.
And then I think Run is the best game on Cool Maths that was on this tier list. It's very fun. I like.
What about Don't Stop Running from Croc?
My
Game was
favorite.
called.
No, that game was something.
And that game exists.
Bloons Pop is trash and you're rating. What do you mean Bloons Pop is trash? Bloons is fucking fire. The just the sound of it alone is just chef's kiss. But yeah, so these are my rankings. Fuck Lava Boy and Water Girl, even though they're popular. Shout outs Run and Bloons and Blocksaurs and Bird Life and 2048.
What is Bloons Pop?
Bloons Pop? I don't know. I assume they're talking about the sound effect.
I know Bloons Pop is like a Candy Crush-esque game. I think it was like made by the Bloons team. Yeah, well, don't we like basically when we're just saying not just working on like one game, just like what we've experienced from the franchise, not like.
This is also not Bloons Pop. This is in fact Bloons TD5. Bloons Pop is in fact not on the list. So yeah, silence.
But then you also said that we're reviewing the whole series like with Bloons Fly.
I would assume that means the Bloons Towers, not Bloons. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Jody, you're up.
Yeah, go. I agree with you. I agree it's not the same.
Is that a Welsh sentence you've written at the bottom?
Kept going backwards, so I just kept going with it. What did I can't even remember what I was doing. Oh yeah. So
bro, why is it backwards?
Yeah, the bottom one, like I have the same opinion on Water Girl and whatever he is, Fire Boy or Lava Boy, I don't know. It's just too overrated. Yeah, because I remember I'd be at school, you turn on Cool Math games, everyone's playing it. That's kind of crazy. It's not that good. It's not a bad game, but it's very overrated. So I don't really like it for that. And the one next to it is a knockoff Bloxes, I think. No, I never played it, so I haven't got a clue. And then the same for the ones above. I've not played them. But obviously I saw the Ninja Academy when you did the puzzle. So that's my only reference to it. But I will say I'll jump to the top because I love the Papa's games. I think they're great because in the beginning you have like Papa's Pizzeria and stuff like that, which is very repetitive and the same thing. But in like the more recent ones, I think maybe in the Cupcake one, but in some of the more recent ones, they've got like mini games and you get tickets if you make like good food, and then you can like buy decorations. I love that because it's like a very brain dead kind of game. Like you just sit and just let your brain disappear. For me, it's the same with like the world's hardest game, because I love stuff like that. Because I will just sit there for hours and just keep trying until I do it. Because I don't rage unless I'm really bad. Like I'll rage at Minecraft because I should be good, but the world's hardest game, it's got it in the name, so I can't be mad, you know. think everything else is like explanatory. I love the red ball games. I used to play them all the time. Same with Crazy Taxi. I did not know that it was a Flash game. I've only played it on like PlayStation. But yeah, oh, and my middle ones are all like fun, but also sleeper games. Because I played Factory Balls during the modcast, which is because I suggested it because I love it.
Mm.
But sometimes I'll be playing it, and it's so boring. I gotta turn it off. Sometimes only because I've played them.
What is Factory Balls? I'm not aware of this one.
So you get like these little grey balls, and you just paint them. But you've got to like do certain things to make them look like the picture on the box. So say you've got to give the ball, I don't know, eyes. So you've got to paint it black and then give it goggles and then paint it another color so you can give it eyes. You know, it's like a puzzle game with
Alright.
paintballs. It's quite fun. I love it, but I think I've just played it so many times that now I kind of know how to do it already, more or less. Although I didn't on stream, so maybe not. I don't know. It's the same for the other ones. But I do think Run, I'm going to be honest, I would put, if I had to put it based on how much I like it, I would put it at the bottom. Because I think Run is cringe. I'm sorry.
Yo.
Like, it's why? You just run. Like, what's the point?
Well, as we all know, I love platformers because I'm so good at them, and it's just like the quintessential Flash platformer.
You know what's funny is Z said that he doesn't like Crazy Taxi because it's just that sort of reset thing with no progression. But Run is like, I know there's levels, but it's still kind of like
You're beating levels. What do you mean? It's nothing like that.
it's kind of it's the closest game to Temple Run on this list.
Yeah, like
It's not because like Temple Run's procedurally generated, whereas Run has defined levels at the same time every time you play it.
There's also actually progression in Temple Run.
He's crying right now. You can't tell him that it's progression in Temple Run.
Yeah, I think I'd have fun playing any of these games, but even Run. But I just think I would get bored playing Run after a while. But that is also including the parts where I'll just die. So then I just like, oh well, if I can't even run, then what's the point?
So what you're saying is you don't like Run because mad because bad. Got it.
Yeah. Every game that I don't like is because I get mad because I'm bad, or because it's cringe. But I don't know. Usually it's the former.
Snail Bob and Wheelie should be top, and don't fucking put Snail Bob in Omega Lol. People are not happy about the Snail Bob erasure in these tier lists.
Sorry, like at the end of the day, I've not played them, so I don't know. I'm not saying that they're cringe or bad. I'm just saying they weren't good enough to get in my playlist.
They need to work on their clickbaits and titles. Yeah.
Not good enough SEO on Snail Bob, I'm afraid.
Snail Bob a little bit underground for me.
If it was Snail Bob Minecraft, Jody would have clicked in a second. So.
yeah. I would have shown it to Minecraft Club. It would have been like a whole thing. But like, no, I didn't.
Alrighty. Moving along, we've got Curly's. Oh god, why Curly's is always so much bigger than everyone else's, and I don't know why. I always have to adjust the zoom when we get to Curly's.
It's because I normally just
Oh, you screenshot it. That's right. You don't download the image.
Mine.
Yeah.
So it looks bigger.
Fair enough.
So anything in E, I literally just didn't know what the fuck it was.
You don't know what the Papa's games are?
No.
After 3 consecutive days of Burger Truck Trump, you don't know what the Papa games are?
What I've learned from this is that Curly did not play very much cool math games.
No, I didn't. Even though I was the one who suggested the website, I didn't play the game.
No.
I'm aware of what the thing is in D. What you played at Land Eagle. That's the only reason I'm aware of Crazy Taxi. I'm aware of the snail one. I'm aware of Ninja. Everything in E, unaware of.
Actually, you know what? I'll say it. As much as I'm saying it, I've got more things in my not played tier list than Curly has.
Anything in A, I have either played or watched someone play and can go, you know what? I'd play them. They're kind of pog.
I can't believe you guys didn't do 30-second mini reviews on games you haven't played.
Fuck no.
I don't think
Well,
that's very fair on the game. I don't think it's fair to.
Also,
give
to be fair,
aftertaste.
normally we do the tier list like a couple days in advance, so people have like time to sit and mull on it. We did these literally like 30 minutes before we went live. So
so I
I'll say I do mine always 30 minutes before we go.
that's fair. Lion Eagle does.
I
Me
don't
and
think I've
Curly are
ever
usually
spent
good
more
about
than-
getting ours in early.
yeah.
Even if I get mine in early, I do it like I do it, start it like like I never like mull it over. I'm just like rip it and grip it.
All I want it to be known as my top tier is where the fuck is car? It says cat, but it's meant or does it say card? It says
It's a scar, you're right.
Please.
Gaslighting yourself.
Card drawing game. Because where the fuck is card drawing game?
Yo, I'll also say, where the fuck is cat drawing game? Get on it.
Yeah, we need both of those in here.
So the level starts where you draw a line and then it creates a cat based off of your line. And then you have to like
Yeah.
hunt mice or some fucking cat game.
Perfect.
Speaking of
Perfect.
cats,
You gotta get a ball of yarn on the way there.
look at fucking Jesse. Just
Speaking of cat.
complete laying on the table. He has his,
Oh, yeah, I see.
his
Yeah.
head tucked into his hand. Absolute Giga Chad. Love him.
Basically, I
Um,
have almost no knowledge or anything. All I wanted to say is where the fuck is card drawing game because it would be S tier.
What a good
This-
shout,
yeah,
because
this-
Lion
this
Eagle went
is,
above and beyond. He did the notice of the Z bit. He added shit to the tier list that wasn't there originally.
I just added all
Wow.
the games that we played.
So Lion Eagle, take us away.
Okay.
So starting in the not played, Balloons is there because I did this as like the individual games. Before we like decided that. No, I never played TD5. I played TD4 and then never played. Then stopped playing after 4.
Fair.
Yeah, that was fine.
Um,
I played 3 because that was the one that was out when I was in high school. Skipped over 4, and then like a year out of high school, I was like, damn, I wonder if Bloons is still a thing. And then Bloons 5 was out. I was like, yo, puggies. So I
now,
skipped
like,
over
I don't-
4, and 4 is the only one Lion Eagles played.
Yeah, I don't see the point in playing 5 now as well to 6 out. Like literally just the same reason why Z hasn't played 4 is why I haven't played 5.
Yeah.
But yeah. But the Bloons series as a whole would go in S as well. Such a good game. Well, the Bloons Tower Defense series, we're not including Bloons Pop, so.
Correct.
Yeah, I've never played any of the Papa's games. Never played Shark Boy and Lava Girl. And a bunch of the other games are the ones that none of us have played anyway. That Sugar one sounds like the sort of game I would have played as a kid, but I never played that one. Then Impossible game, I agree. It's in C because like it wasn't bad, but like I was so.
Fair.
So fuck the game.
Yeah, and then Block Saws like it's same Mad Kiss Bad for Block Saws and Run. They were just games where I was like, all right, I'm bored now. Like I do like 5 levels, and it's like any sort of element of difficulty, I'm like, I'm done. And then
Literally the
Crazy
only 2
Ta-
games I put in S tier. Lion Eagle's like, no.
But yeah, then Crazy Taxi. I really like Crazy Taxi. I'll be honest. The reason I like Crazy Taxi is because I really love Simpsons Road Rage.
Fair.
So because it's just the same game. And it just always makes me like vibe with that. Then S tier, just the best games of all mankind. We got Duck Life. Absolutely 10 out of 10. Amazing experience game. Especially when it works right and doesn't overload the textures on each other.
That was fire.
Learn to Fly. I love these sort of games. Like Learn to Fly, the one where you send a hedgehog into space. There was one where you like launched a hamster as well that was like a Codename Kids Next Door tie-in game.
Yo.
That was really good. I loved the Worm Boober and the Gravity Snake games. They were so good.
Caterpillar was the worst of the 3, though.
Caterpillar was the worst of the 3. I'll be honest, I haven't actually ordered S in terms of how much I like them.
That's fair.
They're just on S.
And a cringe card drawing game is at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly the reason why this doesn't signify the order. In fact, it's closer to the opposite order.
Nice.
But yeah, card drawing game, absolute giga chad of a game. Literally, like, looks like it'd be like one of the worst games of all mankind, but so fun.
Yeah, it was crazy how much fun we had playing that game. Like, I actually can't believe how fun it was.
Yeah, like it seems like we're just joking because like it is a very basic concept of a game, but it was so hype and popping off. I don't know if it was just because of how early into all of this it was, and like we'd not played too many games or whatever the reasoning was, but it was just such a fun time.
Yeah, and Simon, of course.
Yeah, and the Simon. Yeah,
Where-
SBO for Simon. Yeah, true.
Where's the deep down?
Messi,
That's what I want to know. Deep
the
down should also be S
tennis.
tier.
Wow. Wait, one second.
I wasn't really there for deep down though, so
Abandoned's not on here. What the fuck?
Yeah, where's Abandoned for the fans?
that's actually true. I should have put Abandoned on here. Abandoned would also be S because that's also because I don't really play that many games. Will also technically have to be one of my best gaming moments of 2022 currently. But also, Abandoned 3 is one of my worst.
Yeah, I was Abandoned 3 gets its own tier as S++ tier.
Yeah, the only one that I'm separating out from like the rest of the series is Abandoned.
No, so Simon, Worm Booba and all the worm emotes come from Apple Worm, and Gravity Snake was its own thing. I think the Caterpillar game was also the same game. We found 3 of the exact same game.
Yeah, they were technically different games, but they were all the same like gimmick and like gameplay. Yeah, like even more than genre, like they literally just played the exact same, just like with a different like coat of paint.
I will say, yeah, the 3 games they did focus on different things. Like Apple Worm was a lot of not getting soft locked. Gravity Worm was a lot of like using gravity in weird ways, and then the Caterpillar used like being able to like extend and like move objects more than the other games did. So like they all did have a different focus, which was kind of interesting.
They did all have a different focus, but like the gameplay mechanics of them were all the same. So that's why, but they were all good. I liked the gameplay mechanic of it. I was glad that there was 3 different games to see it with.
Yeah. But yeah, so I have a fucking Simpsons road rage story. Everyone in my 5th grade class kept talking about Simpsons Hit and Run for the PS2 like it was the hottest shit to ever drop ever. And then I went to fucking Vintage Stock, and the only Simpsons game I could find was fucking Simpsons Road Rage. I was like, oh, this has to be the same game. And then boy was it not. And maybe that's also why I just don't like Crazy Taxi that much. It's because I was expecting fucking like Simpsons GTA, and I got fucking Crazy Taxi, and I was like, man, fuck Crazy Taxi.
Oh, did you accidentally get Road Rage instead of Hit and Run?
That's all that Vintage Stock had, and I didn't realize there was 2 different Simpsons car games. So I was like, oh, it has to be the same thing. Clearly, clueless.
Yeah, but I got both and loved both.
Fair.
Like I never had Simpsons skateboarding, but I had those 2.
Mm.
Hit and Run was such a good game. Hit and Run is an amazing game. Honestly, it's like that game needs remastering.
Like, someone did, but not like it's not official.
Yeah, not official. If that game got an official remaster, it would do absolute bits.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a massive licensing problem with that.
I want to play it and be able to relive the childhood I never had to use, or I never got to have.
I had to use cheat codes to beat it. That's fair. I mean, I went back and replayed it because there's one cheat code that lets you get like every car in the game in every level apparently, but you need to beat the entire game 100% to do it. And literally, I'm at the point where I just need to like go around and get coins, and I cannot be bothered with it anymore.
See, I never had the game myself. My cousin had it, and I'd play it when I go to his house. Because I said before, my parents thought Simpsons was cringe and didn't let me watch nor consume any Simpsons.
Dude, that game is so good though. Like,
yeah, I played enough of it to get the deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was. I guess it was just GTA for kids, really.
Kind of. Yeah, for the most part, it's GTA for kids, but there's also like some of the platforming and stuff isn't like the same as GTA. It's like,
yeah, surprisingly less prostitutes. Kind of crazy.
Only one less, weirdly.
Yeah, there's still one. Just less. Simpsons is an interesting thing. I suppose they probably couldn't do it either because, like, is Apu allowed to exist anymore?
I believe they did officially retire Apu from the show.
How would they do the Apu levels?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like,
they'd have to replace it. They'd have to make it into a gaggle level.
Speaking of Simpsons games just being kind of good, they had a Simpsons movie game for the PS3 that was also just really fucking good. It was kind of like open world, and like each character, like Bart was like Batman, Homer was like had like
the Simpsons game. Yeah, the Simpsons game was high.
So Simpsons makes surprisingly good games.
Yeah. For a second, then I was confused. I was like, they did a tie-in movie game, but that's just the Simpsons game. It just came out like the same time as the film, I think.
Yeah,
Spider-Pig.
Because they're not like related in any way.
I don't believe they are now. Because it's like the fucking the demo level is that the like crusty clown big robot whatever comes to life, and you have to like take down the robot.
Also, I played that game while I was at uni. Like we went back and played it. It controls like absolute dog shit, but it's such a fun game.
Good to know. Good to know. People
like it might just be the PS2 part of it or something, but absolutely controlled like dog shit. Like it's like super fun. Like the gameplay mechanics and stuff are really cool. But yeah, it just the controlling the characters was absolute ass.
That's this guy's my only experience with the game is the PS3 demo because poor. But damn, did I have fun with that demo?
Simon, beautiful question. What film/TV series would you love to see an open world game? I'd love Harry Potter MMO, but they're kind of doing that, aren't they?
Yeah, I believe that's the Harry Potter game that either just came out or is like set to release soon.
It's set to release soon. I don't know if it's like I don't think it's MMO. I think it's a single player experience.
Oh, it's a single experience, not MMO, but
Yeah,
they're doing a big
but
open
I think
world.
I think it is like a big like open world RPG.
Yeah, it's not MMO style, but it's RPG style.
Also, those were classics. The old like PS1 Harry Potter games were so fun.
I never played any of those, but they seem
I
insane.
I watched back recently someone playing the. I think it was Josh Strife Hayes. If you ever watched him,
No,
or know
no.
who he is, I recommend very much. He like reviews like normally what he does reviews are MMOs, but he has another channel where he reviews like old games to be like, yo, is it actually as good as you remember, or are you like nostalgia pilled? And he played that, you know, like the PS1 Harry Potter game where you go,
Yeah.
Flipendo, and that was
Yeah.
like one of the
Flipendo, Flipendo. Yeah, just like
Yeah,
constantly.
over and over again, and he was like, "This is the biggest dog shit game of all time." And he's like, "I'm looking at
No,
this like
it's so
gaming-wise-
hype. It's so
No.
good.
Go back and like I recommend watching his review because he genuinely is like, this is dog shit. It's so dog shit." And
Nah,
I think it's,
I'm out.
we look
I'm
at
out.
it through we look at it through so much like nostalgia pill.
No, I replayed it at uni and it was still fire. I don't like this guy.
No,
I disagree.
This is just the
Anyway.
Curly has bad takes episode.
All right, we don't need to double back on any of those things.
not even talking not even talking about my opinion. I'm talking opinion.
But so game I want to see do open world. Because also
what
fucking
franchise would you see an open world game have?
didn't H-Rock just make a video talking about like how open world is kind of ruined now because like every game tries to like be Breath of the Wild nowadays.
Yeah.
Just like because Zelda made a successful transition from like fairly linear to open world, or not even linear, but like you know what I mean. Like,
Do you kind of wish people wouldn't be scared to do linear games again?
yeah,
Like it seems like they're scared to not do a big open world experience.
Mhm.
And then a lot of them like aren't actually committed to do the open world experience.
yeah, because
So they like half-ass it.
Making a big ass open world game kind of hard.
Yeah, kind of hard, takes a lot of resources, and you could make a game not have all that and still get a lot of revenue from it if you're like a AAA company.
Mm.
So they do half the work.
Yeah, until they start to die, and then they
Like
change it all.
like Pokemon Legends Arceus, it's like half
Yeah.
open world.
Yeah,
It's like, kind of like Monster Hunter is how I describe Legend Arceus.
Yeah, it is like Monster Hunter. But yeah, like
it's actually well. The more I think about it, it's a shocking amount like Monster Hunter.
yeah.
It's literally Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Although there's no following like monsters through to the different areas though.
No,
Like
none of
Monster
that.
Hunter.
No.
Like, which is like a cool mechanic from Monster Hunter that actually like uses the fact that it's not open world to its advantage.
Mhm.
And then Pokemon just sort of goes, no limitation.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I can't
Just
really
open
think of a
world game
franchise
is
I'd like to see do an open world game.
Sorry,
I guess, like-
I actually really loved Valhalla. Valhalla was.
I didn't play Valhalla. I've not played Assassin's Creed since 3.
I haven't played
Actually, I
since
liked
4.
it.
4 blew my
I-
mind because
I've been told so many times that I need to play 4, and I will one day. But
no, 4 blew my mind in a bad way because they took the best part
really,
of 3, which was the ship combat, and made a whole game around it, which I'm like, hey, good idea. And then it's just so fucking cringe and bad. Like, more than once, I would, like, load into a battle, and, like, the fucking, like, the little desync perimeter thing, like, if you leave this, you'll desync, would spawn, and I'd be, like, pushed up against an island, and I just have to fucking sit there and get shot and fucking die. And that happened, like, 2 or 3 times in, like, the 4 hours that I played the game. I was like, actually, fuck off.
and
And
Madkiss bad.
as...
Skill issue.
Skill issue. As
I
a
would say it's
fucking
still
collectible enjoyer, there's too fucking many in 4. Holy god, calm it down. Shit drove me crazy with how many collectibles there were. And then also keeping it going, I am one of like the 5 people that enjoyed the outside of the Animus story where you're like following Desmond around, and there just is like not a lot of that in 4, and I was like, okay, I'm sorry.
Is that like completely gone now as well?
I don't know what it is because I haven't played since 4. But you are an Abstergo agent, and like Lucy, and not Lucy, because Lucy is a Templar. Spoilers for Assassin's Creed 3. um, but like Sean and Becca, they like reach out to you and like have you like look up files in Abstergo and just like go around like hacking each like other computers. So it was like all right, like that was to me the most engaging part of 4.
Well, Curly, you've played some of the more recent ones, then, haven't you?
I just played Valhalla. That's it.
Well, in Valhalla, is there any reference to you being like from modern times?
Yeah, but I just skipped through it. Didn't pay attention. It's cringe.
Okay. Fair enough.
Fair.
I mean,
I don't
if you
know any
only
of the lore,
if you
so-
only played Valhalla, then that would make sense for you to find that cringe.
Yeah, like I played the first one, whatever it sort of came out, and I was like, I hate this. I hate that I had to be stealth. Like the reason I like Valhalla was you don't have to be stealthy. Like if you really wanted, you could just go in and kill people.
Yeah, so I will say both Odyssey and Origin look good. The ones where you're in Egypt and Rome, those look kind of good.
Yeah, thing is, I just like Valhalla because it was kind of like Far Cry mixed with this. Like you could be stealthy and like take people down. It's kind of just like Far Cry, I guess.
Mm.
I don't know. I had fun playing it.
Fair enough. What was I saying?
It's good, but like, I'm sure real gamers don't think it's good. But I just had fun going in and just like hacking up people, and then maybe if I wanted to be stealthy, I'd be a little bit stealthy. I don't know.
One thing I will say that surprised me.
You had to be.
Oh, sorry, Curly, I talked over you.
Sorry, it's just the ones that you had to be stealthy. Just so I was like, I'm just so frustrated because it was.
It's
so
nice to get
slow.
it is nice to get the choice.
Yeah.
Stealthy.
Because like you would do those missions and you would follow behind people and you'd be like, you must be within certain distance, but you can't be spotted. I'm like, I actually don't care. I just want to skip this. I'm so frustrated. Yeah.
Yeah, so like Brotherhood, they added like the additional things for like full synchronization, and those were fine. And then something that annoyed me about 3 was they would have like you have to do multiple things in a row to be able to get full synchronization, and like a lot of them were just really fucking cringe. So I felt like they it was a good mechanic, and then they overdid it. I'm like, fuck, now I'm pissed off.
Right.
But one thing that surprised me about the franchise in general is how fucking bad the first game is to like spawn such a good franchise. Because it is literally the same 3 missions on loop for the entire first game. And it's actually just not that fun. And it's also a buggy fucking mess and doesn't control well at all. But like
yeah, I've only played 3 Assassin's Creed games. One of them was I've played 2, 3, and whatever the PSP one was called. It was like not Brotherhood, but like Bloodlines or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never played the PSP ones. I like Brotherhood. I would say is my favorite because they took 2 and they just kind of like fine tuned it a little bit, and it's chef's kiss. You get to rebuild all of Rome. They have chain killing in the game. It's just so good.
Sorry, I'm just trying to think about what franchise I'd like to see the game.
Yeah.
I don't know if I.
Curly, you're a little quiet.
Sorry, I moved my thing. I don't know if I would. Like, I don't know what it is. Like normally they just fuck it up. Like, if it's not already a pre-existing franchise, it'll come to standard that it's normally not worth it.
I mean, as a big Star Wars fan, I'd be down for like a new version of like the Old Republic or something, or like something set in the Star Wars universe, like an MMO.
That's what I want. A new Dragon Age game that doesn't suck.
Oh, that'd be nice.
That'd be good.
You know
what about you, Jody? That isn't Minecraft. What MMO do you want to play?
I mean, I feel like, well, Simon's question is about like new ones, but I feel like all the ones that I would want already exist. They're just not very good ones. Like, I don't know if you guys ever played like the Jimmy Neutron game where you can like go around his school and stuff like that.
No, I never played that. But a Jimmy Neutron game where you like.
Yeah, like I want a new Jimmy Neutron game where I can just, live in in that land, in that world.
Whenever you want. Yeah.
I also like
exactly.
I like the idea of a Jimmy Neutron MMO where you just live in his world, but you're not a boy genius, so you're just a kid.
I think that would be so cool. Like I can go to Jimmy Neutron and be like, "Yo, make me something," and then I can go to like Sheen's house and I don't know, eat worms or something.
And go visit Planet Sheen.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be so fun.
Everyone's favorite show, Planet
Sheen. Everyone's favorite spin-off of Jimmy Neutron, Planet Sheen.
Yeah. If they were to
go
do
meet
that,
Carl Weezer Slug.
Sadly, they would probably have to just like mix it in with like every other like Nickelodeon show because that's how they'd end up doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, there is that show that's like a mixture of every like Cartoon Network show, isn't there? Like what's it? It's like something KO.
God, no idea.
I have
It's
no
like
idea
Kingdom
either.
Hearts. So what you want is you want Nickelodeon Kingdom Hearts, Jody. That's what you want.
Yo,
That would actually be sick.
Yeah.
Go to
Maybe
Avatar
not
Land.
Maybe not Kingdom Hearts gameplay, but Kingdom Hearts like the idea of worlds.
I mean, to be
I-
honest, I don't really know what that is.
Kingdom Hearts is like
Kingdom Hearts is like the Disney Final Fantasy
bit.
thing, where like you go to like all
Oh.
different worlds.
I do know what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd love that. Like all the different worlds, but then do it like I don't know, like like a Jedi Fallen Order like style gameplay. I'd be
That'd
down
be
for that.
so good.
And you go and like you interact with all the different like Cartoon Network shows.
Shit, I just
Open World Tetris when, honestly.
Tetris, yeah.
I want to go Johnny Bravo's
Whoa,
house.
whoa! Are you
Oh,
telling me
Johnny
there's an
Bravo.
Animorphs game, Z?
There's a really shitty Game Boy game that they ran at GDQ a couple years ago. It's more like Pokemon. I'm looking it up right now.
There's something I literally thought of as Jody was speaking.
Maybe Avatar. That'd be cool. Like just
Avatar, The
an
Last
Avatar.
Airbender?
Yeah, The Last Airbender.
The only thing I know is that the 360 game exists, and you can get all of the achievements in like 5 minutes. That's all
Yes,
I know
that's
about
true.
Avatar games.
It was great for achievement hunting.
Yeah, but like imagine like you pick a bending style and that's like a faction thing. That'd be kind of hype.
That would be
Yeah.
hype.
I'd want there to be some non-bending options as well, because there's cool
Yeah.
characters that don't bend. So
We get it. Akami's in
I
the
want
thing.
a trusty boomerang. I want a fucking alien meteor sword.
yo, imagine being like an airbender with a boomerang.
Yeah, why isn't that?
That'd be
a thing?
hype. So like you can like fight, like use the boomerang, but then like use the wind to manipulate where it's gonna go and stuff.
Do sick fucking trick shots with your boomerang because you can just manipulate the air around it.
Yeah.
Have you
Is
seen-
that because I mean in the universe, I assume I don't know if we've had this conversation, but I've been talking to people about it before. But like I assume airbending is like invisible, like in universe.
I never thought about that. I assumed it was visible because they deflect it and stuff.
But then they also like talk about not being able to see it at times as well. Like there's literally a bit where Aang is fighting Toph, and then people are like, "Whoa, how do you do that?" Like she just like fell over. No, not Toph. But, like everyone is watching. It's like, and then they also do a bit where like they use airbending to make it look like one of them's an earthbender by like shooting some air up like a grate or something. But then also if you could just see that airflow, you'd just be like, "Yeah, there's an airbender in the grate."
That's
don't
fair.
know.
Or you just be like, "Yo, there's a massive gust of wind."
I think a lot of that though comes from like they can like see the air, but like just because they're not used to seeing airbending because there is no fucking airbenders. Because when he fights Toph, that's pre like public airbending.
Okay, well, I'll also spoil it. I also looked it up, and and it's confirmed that it's not in universe.
What's
What?
not in universe?
That you can't see it.
The visual of airbending is only for
Yeah, it's just
audience.
so you can see it.
Ah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Cringe.
That makes it stronger, I guess, in my mind. Cause I always thought airbending was kind of like fucked over. Cause like know how like all the other ones have like metal bending and like sand bending and
Yeah, it's the only one where there's not like a
blood
subclass.
bending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it says it's invisible unless there are like leaves and dust, so that you could see it, like the visualization of that.
Okay. Have you seen like the fan made thing, the Legend of Benji or something? I can't remember what it's called, but someone's tried to like basically made like a comic to like continue the franchise.
With the Legend of Benji.
I think it's Benji. Is it Benji or Genji? Genji, I think it is.
Yeah, Genji would like make more sense name wise.
It's Genji. Sorry, he's a sandbender.
I'll say it. Sandbenders confuse me slightly because they're earthbenders, but they seem to be manipulating like air around rocks. Like I get that they're manipulating the sand, but the way that the visuals of it look like they're like just causing an air tornado that's sucking up all of the air.
Yeah. Hey, look, don't think about it too hard. But these guys made like an unofficial like thing for it.
Oh, we if we're changing back, let's just stop. Podcast
Notice the
for a second.
message I said I was like gonna recrop. Just be cool, guys.
No, because it'll take you too long, and then I'm gonna have to keep this cringe lord bit in the video.
I hate you.
You know what? I actually do keep the cringe sword bit in the video. I'm gonna keep talking so we have.
Yeah,
it.
I'm editing it
No.
and we're keeping it in. Fuck you, Lion
So
Eagle.
we can. Sorry, this is like painful.
Fuck
Like,
you.
Like, it's just...
That was the speed run, baby. Oh fuck, I didn't move the donation goal.
The Ireland of man, yes.
There we go. That's the
The
speed run, baby.
Island of Man.
Yeah, there's full on like dead ass like a new school getting made next to me, and I always find it crazy how they can just.
Well,
put up-
that's so cringe. That's not fair because you're not allowed to move within 50 feet. They're not allowed to build one within 50 feet if you make it move.
No, it's not. The school was already there. They're just making it new.
Okay.
What's even crazier, that is literally also what's happening outside of my apartments. There's already a school, but they're building like a second school, like add on to the school currently.
Yeah, they're just doing up the school basically. But like, I always find it crazy how they can just plonk fucking cranes in places. You know what I mean? Like this thing is like massive, and it's just plonked outside my house. And I'm like, how they get it there? Like, how they?
Yeah,
how they- how they do
imagine
it?
it falls over though.
I would totally look out the window and show you, but I would just dock myself completely because you would see the sign of the school and you would know exactly where my house.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And I'd be getting the first class Romanian flight over to you.
Romanian.
Was that the right country?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what, Simon? It's sad that I think about that every day in my day-to-day life. When I cross the road, I make sure I cross at a zebra crossing and don't wait to see if the cars go past. 'Cause I know if they hit me, they're in the wrong.
Giga Chad.
No, I think about that all the time. If I'm at a zebra crossing, or call them a ziggity zaggity black and white crossy cross, like I don't know what they call them in America.
Hmm.
Do you have a name for them?
Crosswalks?
I guess. No, like the words like black. Like, do they have them? Do you think? What's
What?
like? I just seen Jodie. Is that Space Jam DVD?
Yeah.
She actually has Space Jam DVD?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got it
Yeah.
yesterday.
Has that just
That's
been there
really
this whole time as a sick reference that no one's noticed?
Yeah,
Well,
while
we talked
while
about
you
it
were
when
in
we were gone.
while you were gone, we were talking about it in Jodie's background. I was checking out the ninjas
And my wombles. That's my
and
background.
your wombles.
The fact cars don't
Crosswalk.
stop at the crosswalks. Is that a thing? So we have a thing. I call them zebra crossings. Like, I don't know if that's what they're called in the rest of the UK,
Mm.
but it's basically
Yeah.
just like cars have to stop at them like legally.
Yeah.
No, we don't have something like that. We have like crosswalks in like intersections, and it's like where you're supposed to go when the light's red. But like you don't.
Oh, these don't have lights on them. These are like
Yeah, we have some
specific-
that don't have lights. It's just like a section, and if you can see a person stood by it, you have to stop for them.
They're
That's
normally
crazy.
They're normally next to schools and like important like like public
Or like
places.
parks and stuff. Yeah.
God,
Like-
that would be so nice to have, but no, we do not have those.
It basically
Yeah,
exists
it's
to be
crazy
like-
how much sense they make.
It basically exists to be like, if you see this, you know there may like it's basically just saying there are kids nearby.
Mm.
Be cautious.
yeah. So
Well, we have
I
signs
never-
like that, but it's just like if you're like near a school, you have to like go a certain speed limit so you can brake if necessary.
Yeah,
It's
we have
crazy.
to-
I've never actually thought about zebra crossings like that, but yeah, they are all near like if they're out, they'll like supermarkets often install them as well.
Mhm.
Because obviously there'll be a lot of people of different
Children, old
like
people.
ages and stuff, so there'll be elderly people, there'll be kids, there'll be disabled people who will be slower.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's a consideration of like where people might not be as fast crossing the road and not have the ability to cross without the
Within
car
time
stopping.
period. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or within the time period of the normal beep 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 stoppage.
yeah, exactly. Well, anyway, but it's not that efficient to put red lights everywhere.
Because it'll
So-
stop traffic, but it doesn't need
So having it stop just based on people is more efficient for some places like that.
But either way, I make sure that I walk across without checking the first, so that if someone hits me, it's their fault.
I've sent one of these crossings like an image of it in the
So far,
podcast.
never been hit.
But obviously, stream you won't get to see this because we're not going back to the
Should we go back?
stream.
Right. Fun type.
How do these not exist in the US? I don't know. US cringe. Literally, there's a title of one of our podcasts that say America's.
America's cringe always has been.
Yeah, so these are either zebra crossings or pelican crossings. Generally, it's pelican if it doesn't have the stripes on the floor, but just has the poles. But also, it's a little bit just like, it just depends on where you're from. You'll say different things. But yeah, if you see these like poles with the light on top, like the yellow light, then you can stand by that and the cars will stop
Hmm.
when you're there.
And if they hit you, you get a payout.
Let's
Very
go.
good.
Actually, that's why they don't exist in the US.
Actually, yeah. So, fun fact is like why crosswalks exist in the U.S. It's because back in the 1920s, when cars were first a thing, people just kept getting hit by cars, and rather than suing the drivers, they went and they sued the car companies. And so they exist. They created crosswalks and made it illegal to jaywalk, so that way people would stop suing car companies.
Yeah,
Because everything is about capitalism.
Jaywalking, I don't believe is actually a crime in the UK.
Yeah.
Just in the US.
I suppose because jaywalking is the most American sounding thing in the world.
Yeah, I don't think we have jaywalking because we have different like road rights. Like pedestrians like have road rights over everything. I'm fairly sure.
Yeah, but if like a few times ever where if you're on the road and you get hit, it's not the driver's fault. I think it's only like if you if they're stationary and you run into them, I think that's like the only time you don't have rights.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So here's on the Wikipedia. It says in many countries such as the United Kingdom, the word is not generally used, and with the exception of certain high-speed roads, there are no laws limiting how pedestrians can use public highways.
Yeah, Simon said it basically motorways are the only place where you can't walk.
Yeah. So only some some motorways it's illegal to walk on.
Damn.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
And maybe dual carriageways, I'd assume.
But yeah. And it says here that that's caused some issues with tourists because like Americans aren't expecting jaywalkers because it's illegal where they're from.
Yeah.
So like they're less expecting people to jaywalk, which is quite funny. It's dangerous because of places where jaywalking is illegal to jaywalk. Jaywalking being illegal in a different country makes it more dangerous to jaywalk in a different country where it's legal.
Yeah, there's this thing that people do here. I don't know if they do it the right way, but where if they're going to just cross the road, even if you're going full speed, they will do this thing where they look directly forward and just give you a wave as if like, thanks for letting me pass. They'll just go like, but like not look at you, as if like, thank you for stopping. But it's just their way of going, I'm crossing and you have no choice about it, but I'll pretend to be nice to you. It happens all the time here.
And so we do that as well.
When I wave at a car, it's actually saying, "You're welcome for not suing your ass." You're welcome for not suing you and getting some time off work. That's what I used to be.
Sorry, come back, Gooby. Thank you so much for the bit. What a name.
Come back, Gooby. Thank you for the 100 bees.
But yeah, I never thought about jaywalking not being illegal. It's also the word jaywalking. I should have imagined that we would have some sort of word that's like pitter patter road walker would be like our version of jaywalking. What does jaywalking stand for? Like for real?
Oh look, it's currently up. Jaywalker.
Just be walking.
It's the term originated from the United States. The United States as a derivative of the phrase J drivers. J meaning greenhorn or rube. So like basically it's just like calling someone an idiot, yeah. Because J meaning like rube is like a country bumpkin apparently. So like
a country blumpkin. I'm getting my dick sucked on the toilet.
What the fuck? That's a blumpkin?
Yeah, it's when you get a blowjob while you're taking a shit. It's a blumpkin.
That's so funny. So yeah, country bumpkin. So like, or an inexperienced, unsophisticated person. So it's so it's saying you're unsophisticated walking in the road.
Wow. So jaywalking.
So yeah, jaywalking is a crime and also an insult.
Wow.
So like that's how bad the car companies wanted people to not sue them, is that they turned the idea of crossing the road on a non-official crossing into like a slur and a crime.
I'll be honest, as someone who walks everywhere, I jaywalk constantly. If there's no traffic, I'm gonna fucking cross. I'm not gonna like walk the 2 blocks to get to the fucking crosswalk. Absolutely eat shit.
That's the fact that's also the logic everyone in the UK has and just does it because that's how it works.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
One of my favorite like US laws is the whole thing about like liquor or whatever, where if it's in a bag you can drink it because they can't tell what you're drinking or some.
Yeah, you can't like display the containers.
Yeah.
So they just drink from a bag. Very
I
incognito.
I think the same law does apply in the UK because there are certain outside drinking laws and stuff.
At FBI.
Like there's certain places in the UK where you're not allowed to drink like just whatever you want out on the street, and then there's some place in the UK where you can.
Here it's just flat out illegal because God runs the world.
True.
Yeah.
Jesus on high, praise the Lord. No drinking in the streets. even though Jesus loved wine.
But yeah, that's one of the there's like a few like regional laws in the UK. That's one of them.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever drank outside. Like, that's not been like my garden.
Like there's some places where you can go into Tesco, get a can of beer, and then just drink it outside.
I know.
But
Stoke-on-Trent,
like others
obviously.
where you can't do that.
Yeah, on Stoke. Stoke's the only place.
FBI would got him arrest notice to see. We found him. We found the jaywalker. Get him. Could you imagine if there was no statute of limitations on jaywalking? And he just gets like absolutely just gets arrested now for jaywalking once.
That door, your door, your closet opens.
I kind of wanted to go there, but also like swatting's like an issue. So I don't want to.
Getting swatted because someone reported me jaywalking would be fucking insane.
Yeah. Like as funny as that image is, I also don't ever want to make chat think that it's okay to see that.
But you know what? I also want chat to know that it's not okay to jaywalk in states. Notice to see his cringe.
You know, I'll say I endorse jaywalking. Let's take jaywalking back.
Reclaim jaywalking.
The government has tried to use jaywalking as a slur for so long, and now we're gonna take it back.
Can we make it?
I'm a jaywalker.
No,
I'm Spartacus. Don't mind me.
Yo, is this the LSF podcast?
Nope.
Yo.
Never has been.
Just because someone said
This the Taskmaster finalist podcast? No, because Curly and Jody went in the final. Got him.
But it is the LSF podcast.
robbed.
Jaywalker spotted.
Robbed because I don't edit for Stanz.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's so true.
Are you insinuating that I did not get in on my own merit?
Yeah, you can't.
It is crazy that both of the editors made it. That's all I'm saying.
I'll say it's not that crazy that two of the people that Stanz thought were creatively interesting and hired them also have decent similar comedic interests.
It's not
in a way
fair.
to impress them.
It's not fair that you guys know how to edit. It's not fair that you have more skills than me. It's not.
It was also for the most part a submitted video thing, so it's not that surprising that video editors did well.
Yeah, mine were just. I know what once you got the meta, once you realize if you put yourself at the start and you make yourself recognizable, that was the real meta.
That was the meta was pretty notable because Stanz wanted you to be on the show.
Yeah, put yourself in and become notable to some degree.
I do feel like I got like some tasks rated fairly high that I didn't think were that good. Top player privilege.
Yeah, it definitely did become like if you're known, you get known. Like you stay in and you're getting points. Like Danzikins was just too late to take like. And also Danzikins.
Hidden lore. Danzikins is in episode 1. He's
really?
Fucking lied to us. Because I went back and watched it with or he's at least in 2, something like that. Because Danzikins has been in the whole time.
Danzikins was in the whole time.
He just didn't pop off until episode 5.
Just turned it up in episode 5.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Did Danzikins ever say he wasn't in the early ones, or have we just like made that law up?
It's just like I think we just didn't notice because he didn't pop off until episode 5.
That's so funny.
But I was like going back and watching some episodes with a friend because I was like showing them the show. And it was fucking Danzikins. It was in episode like 1 or 2. I was like,
that's so funny.
Kind of how I stopped competing after week 4. For the Stanz.
Actually, week 3 was the Pokemon episode.
Yeah.
Kelly should have taken a little bit of a longer look at that Pokemon poster before he made his Bulbasaur costume.
Hey, it was pretty good.
He did paint himself green. That's effort, baby.
I'm 100% with you. I think your Bulbasaur was amazing.
I still have the bulb sitting over there. It's always just on hand.
on hand to just be like, "Here, Stanz. Remember that time you robbed me?"
Here, know who should have really been in the final if he bothered to continue. 3-Try Andy is the best human being in the world.
So good.
3-Try Andy was like in all of them because he did like all of the.
He did the vignettes. Yeah.
Oh, did he just do the vignettes and not compete?
Yeah. He stopped after I think he stopped week 5 and then he was in Avengeling, so he was technically in week 6, but he stopped solo competing after week 5.
And he still was like.
Oh, you know, he was solo in week 6 because he did the on the table and the audio was scuffed and he's just yelling from across the room.
He definitely didn't compete the whole way to the end. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. which made me sad.
Or maybe he only did like one a week or something. Maybe.
Because 3-try Andy was far and away my favorite competitor.
Yeah.
I love
3-try Andy's like 3-try Andy might be. He's definitely one of the funniest people from Test Manager.
Yeah.
Not the,
He's a legend.
Tuned in
Yeah,
every
I was
week,
gonna
not to
say
see
that
how
it's-
I did, but to
it's-
see how Andy did.
Because we also have Jody in the call, who was also one of the funniest people in Test Manager. So
True.
Oh my
Like,
god.
The,
By a
J-
guy.
the Jody
we've
solo
said it,
arc
We've said
after.
it so many times. Jody set the tone for Task Manager.
100%, because it was either going to be full of try-hard sweaty nerds, or it was going to be full of like a few people having. It
Like-
wouldn't have been funny if your kite thing hadn't have popped off. Otherwise, it would have been filled with sweaty nerds.
Yeah, I agree. Like even though my because that was the same one where you did a Candice. My Candice was just me green screened over footage of the Queen, and then I put like a newsreel, like the actual like BBC News like overlay over it of like the Queen got rolled, absolutely rolled and smoked. So like I did like joke ones, but like it didn't get in. So I don't know if it was maybe like even Sheep and Dr. Battle maybe weren't sure of the tone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
I actually don't think I would have competed all 10 seasons if it became just try hard.
yeah.
Yeah, while it was
Yeah.
cool that Danzikins and Shorter just like did the task incredibly well, it would have been a lot different if it was all just people.
But they also did it with flair.
Yeah.
It was like
That was the thing.
it was
Like
done well,
Danzikins
style.
did get didn't have the longest, like furthest away putting of a pencil into a mug.
Yeah.
But doing it with a fucking bow and arrow.
Yeah.
There's difference between like try hard and then like being like skillful. Like there's people who would like try hard and be like, oh well, blah 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 blah, technical. Like
Yeah.
But it's kind of because if you watch, I think I said it before. If you watch Stanz, watch Taskmaster, it's the reason why it didn't pop off in America. They're all full of like try hards that just like he would be like, if I was doing this, I would do this and this and this and this and this and this, and then it's like someone kick a ball down a hill and then go, oh wait, I'm like the one where it's like get the mat or whatever, and the only person thought out how to do it, and who like brought the mat down.
You cut out a little, Curly.
Okay, well, cringe. I'll just. Never...
But I want to know what you're saying, because like a person that everyone liked that kind of annoyed me was God, what's his name? The guy who broke every task on the James A. Caster season. Philip.
Oh, Rod.
Yeah. While I like when they break the task occasionally, doing it like just approaching every single task with how can I break the task did get a little boring. But Rod was also just really funny and entertaining, so it didn't feel like that. But if I were to host a show and people were just like, how can I break the task every time, I'd get annoyed about it. But he did it in a way that was tasteful.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like some people would break the task manager tasks, but then not be as funny as Rod Gilbert.
Yeah.
So they would be cringe and break the task. So you like wouldn't even be rooting for them to break the task.
Yeah, like the duck one where he just like takes a rope and just fucking knocks all the walls over. Like damn, 5-head actually.
Yeah.
He also did the one with where it was like find the tangerine or whatever, find the orange in the sock. He just went and got the orange, put it in a sock, and then went, it's in this one.
Yeah.
It's in this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was because it was.
You're supposed to find which one it was in by like
Yeah.
squeezing or whatever. He went, fuck it, I'll just get my own fucking orange, put it in the sock, and then it's in that one.
I thought hating James was funny to me. No one said. Oh, Stan's hating James was so funny to me. Yeah, I mean James Acaster, like I honestly don't think that him in Task Manager is his best stuff. Like
no.
I like his interacting with Greg, but like his actual tasks weren't that good.
Yeah, he just kind of did the task. He had some banger moments, which is like the thing. Like a lot of people remember like him like snapping at Greg not being able to open that puzzle box, which was hilarious.
Mm.
Where he's just open the fucking box because like after like 5 seconds of Greg trying, and then also him like doing the hula hooping that he practiced really hard for and then failing it and being like really angry. Like there was he had some really funny moments, but like his actual like task work, it wasn't like the best. And, like,
I
really
just like
good
the bit where Greg pulls him aside for like snapping at him, and he like sits him down.
Yeah,
and like,
that's the bit
oh,
where
was
he
that the
can't do
puzzle
the
box?
box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, that's
yeah.
my all-time James Acaster clip. Is that clip?
In Real Taskmaster, I love the task where Rod had to. Oh yeah, when Rod had to tie himself up but tied up Alex. Yeah, it was like
Oh
You have
yeah,
to tie yourself up, and then the longest person before Alex can untie you wins.
yeah.
So they just tied up Alex into the chair, then
Yeah.
put like one piece of rope around his hands,
Smart.
and then walked away.
Yeah. Makes sense. And then they do for. I think then they sort of started to, especially in the later seasons, they started to like tie up the tasks
Yeah.
where they'll be like, you can't leave the room, and they're like,
Oh,
oh
fuck.
Yeah.
It'll be like, get this rock from one distance to another distance. Can't.
Yeah, this specific rock.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
Yeah, this specific rock in the cup has to go from this room to this room, but you can't leave
Yeah.
this room, and also you're not allowed to use scissors, and also,
Yeah.
like, remember Alex used to just help with every single task.
Yeah,
in, like, the
Alex
first
did used to
season.
help more.
Yeah, in
And
the first
then-
season it was like, can you do it? And he's like, yeah, sure. And he was just like open up stuff but they weren't allowed to touch.
Yeah. I'm not sure when it changed, but like I feel like it's just like depends on how much it gets asked
Yeah, I also think it depends on the person.
and what they're
So-
asking as well.
Yeah, because like if it's someone who's like notoriously bad at every single task,
Hello.
he'll just be like, yeah, sure, I'll help you.
Yeah. But it's like it's also like, you know, like if it's a task of like get this ball in this cup, he's not going to do that for him. But then if it's like something that would like actually enhance, like because he's like content build as well. So it's like
Yeah,
if this
he's
is going to be
content
good for the show, he'll say yes. If it's going to be bad, then he'll say no. Pretty much.
Yeah, like the one where they have to like get around the track in like as few steps as possible. What the fuck ever that one was. And he just.
You loved the Reddit karma task. I thought that was the worst task in the show.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
in the entire
I will hard
show.
disagree. That was the worst fucking. It's not even a good
I
idea.
enjoyed that. I got hooked on Reddit because of that. Because I was doing like dream fan art, and I was like, "Hey guys, I'm a dreamer," trying to get like dream Stanz to like me.
Any dreamers in chat?
I just didn't submit for that one.
Any dream QCLs?
Yeah, I think I got second for that one.
I think that was the only task I didn't submit anything for in the entire show.
There was
Yeah.
what was the one where it was like get the biggest streamer to laugh?
Oh
Yeah, that was good. I got
Oh.
Simon from the Oscast.
So I just cheated because Ludwig had laughed at my thing from the previous.
Yeah,
week.
but I don't think Stan's liked that.
He
I
did
haven't got a
not, but he
clue
was.
what I
He
did.
didn't, but he was like,
He was
you're
like-
not
yeah, he
wrong."
was- Yeah, he was like, fuck, but I never said you couldn't use a previous laugh.
Was that week 5? Because I don't remember doing that one.
You just weren't funny, dude. No.
I
No,
don't
I-
even.
It
know
might
it
it might
wasn't
it
the
might
way
have been
it
that week that you sat out.
I think that was the week where I got that. Was that the week with the annoy stands as well?
Week 5
maybe.
was open a door.
God, I can't remember most of the time.
I know door is 5 because that was Danzikins.
I can't remember a single thing other than I flew a kite and Alex Horn was there and Simon from the Oxfest was there and then Green.
I've been petting the cat. Fuck you, Tom. He's so tall. Look at him.
Good.
Be tall. Tall kitty. Do it. Every
That's
time I
hilarious.
try to get you to do it for camera, you're like, no. But then you'll do it on your own. You son of a bitch.
Be tall. But yeah, I think I have.
There he
videos
is, look how
up,
tall.
Like on my phone, just
Good
because I was
boy.
used to screenshot them and be like, I need to remember to do these. But
Yeah, me and my brother used to send them to each other, and then I would every week I'd be like, I don't think I'm gonna do it this week. I don't really want to do it, but then I would, and it was
even
fun.
if you submit nothing. I like. I definitely think like I don't really care enough because it was just for fun. But whatever, like Stan's inconsistency in his like scoring just made me laugh so much.
Yeah.
Like it started
Yeah.
with if you submit you get 1 point. That never happened because they couldn't be asked to go through every single person and update a spreadsheet giving them all 1 point. That's just the reality of it.
I'm looking through the Task Manager episodes to try and find it, and for the one with the Pokemon in, the last time I watched, I clearly was looking for his guys or something because I just saw he dressed as Shuppet.
Let's go.
It is crazy hot here, Tom. I'm actually dying,
I'm just hay fevered out of my fucking mind.
but I do kind of need to leave.
And this does
I
seem
don't
like
wanna
a
be
pretty good
really
stopping
chat
point.
about
Conversation's
it.
kind of lulling off. So thank you guys for
Yeah.
tuning into the LSF podcast. Go ahead. Do I still have that pasted? Let's go. Nope, that's a YouTube video. What YouTube video did I? Oh, that's the fucking Animorph speedrun. Fuck, Jody, drop the link tree.
Linktree. It is
Oh.
Linktree.
Oh, we always stream it, Simon. Fun fact: if
Yeah.
you follow all of us on that link tree, you will be able to see the podcast. And if you like this podcast, there's also a YouTube channel where we upload them.
Yeah, the podcast rotates between the LSF members. So if you give us all a follow, you'll be able to see when we go live. For me and for the last little while, if it's me or Jody, then it'll be, if you see us go live, it'll be the podcast.
Yeah.
Me and Curly do
Maybe
stream
it'll
occasionally.
change one day
That is true.
when I
thought
finish
it was doing well.
unpacking.
Yeah.
But yeah, give us all a follow. So on the YouTube, there is technically also a Discord.
I would like the Discord to pop off more because, like, I like my Discord, but like, I don't want to keep recommending people to my Discord because I'd rather have them in the LSF Discord. So it's like, join the LSF Discord.
Because the LSF Discord's actually really good. Like,
yeah, Paul did a great job putting it
Paul-
together.
Paul the robot did a really good job.
Legend.
Because it's really good because it automatically posts when any of us go live in different channels. You can set yourself to only see certain ones of us if you think that Truth Main's cringe.
Yeah, who?
There's also my address is in there.
True.
123 my house of Belfast.
Yo.
Where is your address? What?
In general.
Yeah, he just put 123 my house at Belfast.
But yeah, if you saw on YouTube as well, there's all the old podcasts on there. There's also anything we do will be on there. There's gonna hopefully be a few more things on there.
Yeah, there's episode 1 of The Great Debate, which is currently on there.
Episode 2 coming soon, Copium.
I
Episode 2
have
Quincy
it
Coping.
downloaded. Yeah.
I was like, drinking and drawing is going to be an LSF show coming soon. We got a really sick layout from Lion Eagle. He did that for me, so that'll be coming soon.
Yeah, we're going to be making that like an official thing because there is an episode if you find no, it's Z's YouTube channel.
It's
I
my
believe,
VOD
of
channel
the
only,
Truth
actually.
It's on your VOD channel, yeah.
Yeah, notice the VODs.
If you really wanted to watch it, Jody has a crazy experience. I sit on the floor for 30 minutes and we order pizza. It was great.
Yeah, I got a Papa D in the middle of the cast. I forgot about that. Also, we do the podcast every Thursdays. Usually it's around 7 p.m. Eastern time, which ends up being like
time is usually like 2-3 a.m. in the morning on Friday.
Yeah.
Great.
So it is
Write
kind
that
of cringe.
With recent developments, we might pull it a little earlier.
We'll see.
Ooh, Copium.
Mm.
Yeah. So,
We'll see.
but yeah, thanks guys for watching. And